Good morning, let's do this. Kotter and Marshall Show. Get that stream. Join the Horde this morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can always get us on your smartphone. Just download the Rock 1061 app for free. You can get us in your in-home smart speaker. Also the website, rock1061.com. Marshall, I realize I'm old. And it has nothing... What was that look for?
Duh.
I mean
like, how are you just realizing
I'm just realizing this. And it has nothing to do with like drinking and waking up hungover. I need a nap, man. My wife is done for the summer until summer school starts with teaching. So she's home now when I get home. And the last 2 nights are like, let's go do stuff. I'm like, yeah, let's go do stuff. And I didn't nap. I'm so tired. I know people are going, hey, I work for a living. You just are a smart ass on the radio. I get it. And I apologize. But I need my nap. I slept for a half an hour yesterday. It's not good.
I went to bed at like 9:30. That's the earliest this old man has ever fallen asleep. No, I get it. Naps are essential to what we do as a living. So no, I completely get it. No worries, man.
So stupid. I mean, we went to Barnes & Noble yesterday.
What a trip.
Well, my kids
Did you stop at Bed Bath & Beyond? Was there time?
We missed that.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Damn it.
No, my kids, they're nerds in the best possible ways. It's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. My youngest bought like 9 books, and she'll read them all in like a week and a half.
Cool.
I know, right?
Did she return them?
I don't think it's the library. I don't think it works that way.
Oh, okay. All right.
But hats off to my kids. So what about you, man?
You know. No, I actually spent a lot of time yesterday working on our 20th anniversary show.
Oh,
very
nice.
excited for it. Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, Lilac, Whaleboat. Very excited about that show. Went down to the venue. I did a walkthrough with some clients. Worked on doing some staff shirts for the event. Very excited about our show coming up 1 month from today.
I can't believe it. That's so crazy.
30 days, guys.
Now, here's the deal. We're really close to being out of those $25 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, within the next day or two, they're gone.
Yeah, by the weekend, we're moving on to the next price level.
So if you want to get in on the $25 GA ticket, do it now. Rock1061.com, etix.com. It's going to be a great time. A month. Still stupid. I can't believe it's that close.
Yeah.
All right, coming up on the show today, going to get quizzed in the face. We've got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. We've got Hefe, the new music Beta Fish. Said the songs yesterday, man. I think it's a tough choice. New stuff from Fozzy.
Mm-hmm.
Sane, really good tune.
Yeah.
I think it's their best since Judith. And we got brand new stuff from Volbeat. I listened to it yesterday, and I don't mean this negatively. It reminds me of something out of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
I was like, there's saxophone, there's piano, and I'm like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think I like this. So we'll give you a sample of that during the 8 o'clock hour. Call, comment, and text today. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital, quick care, school nurse, whatever? And, of course, we'll kick off the show about last night. WWE keeps firing people. The Friends cast, they're stupid rich. And finally, the story we're going to get to first is the end of an era in college basketball.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's a big deal.
Got that story next. Here's Rise Against Nowhere Generation, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Morning, everyone. How are you? Super early. Good
Good
Lord. What are
morning,
you
old
guys
man.
doing awake?
It's a true story.
Who would have thought we'd have seen you guys here? Morning, Gibby, Raven Dantes.
What's up, guys? Good morning. Thank you for hanging early.
Yeah, and so on top of the 20th anniversary show yesterday, did this big walkthrough. I'm putting together staff T-shirts for it. Our buddy, Big, Bald, and Beautiful, Sexy Charles, swings over to the house. He's building me a fence in my backyard.
Yeah.
My wife wanted a butterfly garden, so we're working on getting that done. So he swung over, and we're talking, we're BSing.
Yeah.
An hour passes. We didn't even realize it. And then I did a bunch of work yesterday. So yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was just overall crazy. So it was a wild day. Wild day. World of Warcraft expansion dropped 2 days ago. I'm questing, baby. Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Marshall. So Mac and I were talking yesterday, and I was putting together, we're doing staff shirts for the 20th anniversary show.
Right.
We're not like creating a shirt for the show.
Yeah.
We don't have that budget, but we're going to do a very small run for staff just to a shirt that has the 20th anniversary guitar pick logo,
right?
And it's just going to say staff on the back.
Yeah.
Super simple. We're going to put them on like a darker gray shirt, so we don't have to wear black that day. So I hit up Mac. I'm like, Mac, you're a medium, right, when it comes to shirts? And she writes, in a unisex shirt, I'm a medium. In a women's, I'm a small. And I go, unisex, a word I never want to hear again. And she just wrote on the chat. She goes, Marshall has a word. Marshall has a word. Unisex. So you know what? Let's start a bit for me.
There you go.
Unisex. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. Give me these shirts are for staff. Staff only. Sadly, we're just doing like a small run. It's like we're getting 2 shirts for working staff that day. I think we're only doing like a 75 total shirt.
Yeah.
Are we starting a Marshall list too? Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Unisex? I don't know. It just sounds weird to me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, not a huge fan of it. But I'm glad Mac could get up early enough to type that and then probably run away.
She set her alarm just so she can get in there early and be like, Marshall's got a word.
Oh,
and
man.
sadly, the highlight of her day.
Probably.
I never get that. Girthy. Oh man. So yeah. Speaking of not getting naps, next week got trivia, got bingo.
Okay.
They're doing. We're gonna start promoting an open mic night out at Coach's.
Mm-hmm.
So Cabrera was like, "Can you go out for the Thursday?" I'm like, "Maybe." So I'll have that.
Wow.
So yeah, not a whole lot of. You're not wrong. Not a whole lot of sleep next week either. Awesome.
Open mic night. Is that like a music thing?
Yeah,
What is that?
Music
Okay.
thing. Yeah, they're gonna have like
Comedians?
I think it's just he's shooting for music. All right, guys, be right back. Coaches in Thunderbolt, Gibby. Good morning once again. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Time to get into About Last Night. Story number 1. So there are several constants in this world, Marshall: death, taxes, and Coach Mike Krzyzewski. Dude's been there at Duke for 41 seasons. Well, after 42, the man is retiring.
I mean, this is something I heard on a podcast last week with the guys from Pardon My Take. They had a guest on stating that this was probably going to happen. I mean, the man is how old? 74?
Yeah, something like that.
You know what? Retire. You've worked long enough. I mean, Coach has been there, done that. He's won championships. He's won the most amount of NCAA tournament victories ever as well. Plus, he's the bench coach for the national team, winning 6 gold medals with Team USA. I mean, the man in the coaching aspect of basketball has done it all. I mean, there's nowhere else to go.
No, I mean, he was the first coach to reach 1,000 victories. He's currently the winningest coach in NCAA history with 1,170 wins. I mean, he got what? He got like the lifetime contract about a decade ago. It's
Yeah.
like, you're here as long as you want to be here. I'm not surprised, but I'm still kind of surprised.
Yeah.
It's like the guy has just always been there throughout basically my entire life, and now he's gone.
So the thing is, his replacement's kind of already been chosen according to reports. John Shire, I think is how you say his name, a former Duke player who's currently an assistant coach of the team, is going to be elevated and take over the top spot.
I don't want that job.
It's difficult.
I want to be the second or third coach to follow Coach K. I don't want to be the first.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine, Kotter? We retire after a very long run here at Rock 106.1 doing the morning
decades.
show. Decades. And then the next people that have to come in after us. Good luck.
People will suddenly realize what entertainment really is.
Yeah.
No, but Coach K did release a statement. He said, "My family and I view today as a celebration. Our time at both West Point and Duke, he coached 5 years at West Point, have been beyond amazing. We're thankful and honored to have led 2 college programs at world-class institutions for more than 4 decades." So he's got one more season. Do you think last season, though, had kind of part to do with this? Because it was a rough year for Duke.
It was a horrific year for Duke. I mean, they cut the season short. They refused to even play in the tournament because of COVID. Look, he hasn't had a good team in a bit. It's been a few seasons. Duke has not been where they should be in basketball. Yeah, I think he's been kind of feeling this one out for a while. It's about time.
So he's going to do the one more season so he doesn't end on the last one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is the wave goodbye tour. I mean, this is all this is. I mean, hopefully he has a good team, but honestly, even if he doesn't, it's just going to be a lot of thank you coach videos at every single game. This is the retirement tour. This is the actual final kiss tour for coach.
All right, coming up next, we had the Friends reunion debut last week. The cast, man, still making all kinds of money. That story's coming up next about last night. Kotter and Marshall show. Rock 106.1. Coffee.
Good luck. I mean, hopefully Mac's still with us. I mean, she's a huge Friends fan, so if there's one piece of content that she actually wants to probably listen to today, this next story is probably it. Morning, Wanda. How are you? Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, I guess I should share the show a little bit. We'll wait till Kotter comes back, and I'll do that. So on the way next, we're going to talk about Friends. We'll also talk about some WWE releases. They released some big-time superstars yesterday, which is kind of weird and concerning if you're a WWE fan. Wanda, headache but good. Hope you. Oh yeah, that sucks. 7 o'clock hour today, we're going to break down the top 10 house rules through a new survey and also take your calls, texts, and comments on the stream from the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital, quick care, nurse's office. Just let us know how you somehow put yourself in a medically compromised position, and we'll share your stories later on. Great comment, Raven Dantes. I'm trying to summon Mac. I love that.
Good morning, Wanda. Wanda, is it appropriate to say your butt is delicious?
Wow.
It is. I ain't gonna lie. Delicious butt.
Oh, look, Mac showed up. Raven, Dantes, it worked, man. Currently singing the theme song out loud. I'm here for it. Better hurry, though. 6:30. Oh, man. Oh, no. Mac has to do her CrossFit. I'm surprised she hasn't told us all about it in detail yet. I'm going to share the show, so if you don't mind.
Yeah. Go for it. Lots to get to today. Going to talk the Friends reunion and the mad money those guys are still making. WWE just loves to fire people. Your calls, comments, and texts today. Dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to a hospital, quick care, a nurse's office at school. We're going to talk house rules when you go to somebody else's house. What type of rules do you think you have to follow? We've got a list of pre-famed jobs for some celebrities. Fozzy and Volbeat are Hefe's choices today. The Fozzy tune, Judas obviously is their song. That's the one. But I think this new tune, Sane, is probably right up there. Second after that tune. Really good, though. Volbeat, Wait a Minute, My Girl. I don't know, man. They've gotten, I don't want to say weird, but it's like they've definitely gone in a little bit different direction. Last few songs, saxophone, piano. This one, the same kind of thing. I dig it. We'll see if you guys like it. Going to get quizzed in the face today and, of course, end the show with Marshall's music news for this Thursday. The monster's totally... she was awesome. That is an amazing kid. She named... So we have this mannequin in the studio. It has been here at Rock 106.1 for over 7 years before Marshall got here. It used to do a bit called Trading Post when we would get like single CDs that were actually sent to us of each song, a new song. They'd send it to us on a CD. And we would have stacks of those. So I would trade those out for anything interesting listeners would bring by the studio. And usually I didn't request anything. It was just, you got something weird, let's trade. Well, one day I went, I really want a mannequin in the studio. And I don't remember which listener brought it in. My apologies. But he went over to the mall and said that his daughter's Girl Scout troop was doing a scavenger hunt and one of the items was a mannequin. So they gave him a mannequin, and it's been in the studio ever since. It's signed by several people. We never named the mannequin until yesterday. The mannequin's name is now Unicorn. Monster named it. So there you go. Hashtag asshole. All right, so see, got some Metallica coming up. Enter Sandman is on the way. Then we'll get to that friend's story.
Sorry, done sharing. Here we go.
You're good. You're good.
So I got into a conversation with Tim Finley.
Okay.
Tim the engineer. He feels semi-confident in regards to our live stream at Trustees Gardens for the live show, obviously on the for the 20th anniversary concert, July 3rd.
That's good.
So I think what we're going to do is there is a bar located inside the Kehoe building.
Yeah.
Which is it's not going to be open that day. It's going to be for staff only that day. We're going to use it as kind of like a rest area, staging area. Bands are going to have access to it. We're actually going to do our live stream. We're going to live stream interviews with the band.
Yeah.
It'll just be on via like social media that day, and we're going to do it straight from the bar there.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to bring our cameras and set it up, and I think it'll be cool.
Nice little vibe.
Yeah.
All right. Got several stories from the Facebook page for topic today. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Dumb self-injury stories are going to always be king. The monster's totally in love with us all. Yeah.
Nah, she's awesome. She's a cool little kid.
Yeah, Wanda, just in case anyone's wondering, Wanda swung by the studios yesterday and she dropped some stuff off for us. Very kind. And she brought one of her kids, and her kid is a nonstop chatterbox, but she is the cutest kid in the world. She came in, she signed her wall. She actually more drew on it than signed it.
Yeah.
So it was very cool. And very interesting little girl. She had everything. She had everything to say. She was fascinated by her studio.
Yes.
Just realized I gave you my shirt sizes swapped. Okay. Well, nothing's confirmed yet, Mac. You'll be all right. So I'm guessing you said you were a small in a unisex shirt? Yes, I got like 4 or 5 hugs from Wanda's kid, so. Big time hugger. Big time hugger.
All right, got about 3.5 minutes. Where are we at here? There we go.
So my wife and I wanted to watch a movie last night, so we threw on Unholy. We were going to watch Spiral, which is that new Saw film. They put it out on video early because of pandemic stuff.
Sure.
But I couldn't find a good copy of it from the illegal movie streaming service that I use.
Sure.
So there's another horror film that came out a few weeks ago called Unholy. It's got Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the dude who plays Negan. It is so bad. It is horrific. It's an abomination, and they wanted that to happen in the movie. They wanted the main villain to be that way, but it wasn't. It was stupid. And I fell asleep within the first 30 minutes of it. It was so bad. Please avoid Unholy with every fiber of your being. It's so bad. It's so bad. You gonna gag with saying unisex? Me? Nah.
No, thank you for stopping by. I mean, that was cool. Appreciate it.
Were you devastated about this WWE story yesterday?
I'm surprised that they're still letting people go. And there's a couple names on here that really shocked me that they included in this round of firings. I don't know, man. I mean, there's several rumors. I mean, we'll get to that here in a bit, but I'm surprised they're still going. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like they signed everybody under the sun they can get their hands on, I think, just to prevent AEW and some of the, them from getting some people.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Gibby, you're welcome. Yeah. Unholy. Once again, Unholy starring Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is fine in the film. He's whatever. He gives it a very okay performance.
Yeah.
The movie itself, bad. Bad. I fell asleep, and at the end of it, I woke up and saw like the last few minutes, and I looked at my wife, and I'm like, would you say that was a good film? I go, I know I didn't see a lot of it. She goes, that was horrific.
Fair enough.
Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
All right, we got about 40 seconds. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall show about last night, story number 2. Now, Marshall, you're not a Friends guy, right? The TV show?
I think I've seen like 3 episodes ever.
Now, I'll admit it, fan of the show. I really enjoyed it when it was on. I watched the entire run. I've watched it a couple times since. I would say top 5 favorite sitcoms for me.
Okay.
I like it. I dig it. Well, last week, the long-awaited reunion special finally happened on HBO Max. I watched it over the weekend. Now, some people cried multiple times.
Wait, you?
Wasn't that guy. Didn't cry.
Okay.
I laughed out loud. I mean, it was cool to revisit the show. It was cool to revisit memories. It was cool to see everybody again. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was much better than I thought it was going to be.
How long has the show been off the air? 20 years?
No, it ended in 2010.
Okay.
So
okay, gotcha.
about a decade now. And, because like with the special, not a huge James Corden fan. And when I saw that he was like a host or whatever, I was like, oh, that's going to suck. Thankfully, that part was kept to the minimum. And it was mainly just about the main cast. And you did get to see some people come back. But of course, they weren't there doing it just out of the goodness of their own heart. Each cast member made $2.5 million to appear in this special.
Wow. I'm guessing that's probably a total of 2 days of work probably for them? I'm guessing 2 days.
They show up because it started with them like walking on set and just kind of seeing each other for the first time in a while. And then, they went to like the set where they're out in front of the fountain from the show opening. And they had like, an audience there. I would bet a couple days, if that.
That's the life. They've been living the life because this story gets even worse. It makes you more jealous. So just for that decade of work that they put in, and because of the deals they cut, they still get syndication cash.
Yeah.
Each cast member gets about $20 million a year.
That is crazy to me to think that. I mean, it's like, I get it. The show is still very, very popular. There was that bidding war, when HBO Max announced that they were going to debut, and they ended up getting Friends. They paid all kinds of money to get that show, but $20 million. I mean, now granted, it was, a decade or so of their lives. A lot of work went into it. It is very popular, but I want that kind of retirement plan.
I mean, do you think the cast of like The Office is getting this type of cash? I'm guessing not, because a lot of those guys are on Cameo trying to hawk their stuff for like $100 a piece.
No, I mean, but the cast of Friends was a little bit unique because, I mean, The Office cast is so massive.
Yeah.
But the cast of Friends, when they started, they were all making the same amount of money. After like season 2, I think Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston were making more, but then they all grouped together and they all negotiated as a group.
Right.
And from like season 3 on, they all made the same amount of money. So they basically was like, you're going to pay one of us, you're going to pay all of us. And by the end, the last 2 seasons, they're making $1 million an episode. And there's back in the day, 25 episodes?
Yeah.
I mean, stupid.
That's why these guys don't ever have to work ever again. That's why we rarely see them. We see them like once a year max. They don't have to do anything.
I mean, several of them tried. I think Jennifer Aniston has been the only one I would call successful. I mean, they've all done things and you all still know who they are. Mm-hmm. It's not like they've dropped off the face of the earth, but 1 out of the 6 really has done well.
Yeah, Matt LeBlanc's done some stuff. Courtney Cox, she did a lot of work to her face.
Yeah, I mean, she had a couple shows.
She's worked on her face.
She had Cougar Town.
Yeah.
And Cougar Town.
Yeah, for a couple seasons.
I think that's it. All right, coming up next, got to talk WWE. Their favorite thing to do right now, it's not wrestling. It's to fire people. And I was really surprised with some of the names that got let go just yesterday. That story's coming up next. Kotter and Marshall Show. Here's Disturbed. Are you ready? Rock 106.1.
Morning, Charles. How are you, buddy? Cast of Friends are now making radio talent money. Oh, they're making doing a lot better than that. Wanda, by the way, love the new graphic. Oh, yeah, our graphics guy, Brendan, put together, it's Pride Month. So, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Pride Month. So he hooked us up with a new little graphic here. So I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah, I love that. I love it.
We're going with that.
Love it. I'm going to get my coffee.
Good luck. Yeah, our guy Brennan did a great job of putting that together for sure. Yeah, Charles swung by the house yesterday, getting our final measurements for my wife's butterfly fence. It's ridiculous, but it's going to look awesome. I can't wait to get this thing installed and get my wife her butterfly garden that she's always wanted in the back of my yard there. It was good seeing you, Charles, yesterday. Yeah, next time we hang out, we definitely just need to drink the entire time instead of, work / stand outside and sweat the entire time. Dave, my kid has seen every episode 5 times for Friends. Man, that's just the one show I never got into. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just like when the show came out 2010, I was like 30. I was doing everything but watching Friends. It wasn't my thing. It was too sitcom-y.
It debuted in 90. When did it debut?
It said it ran for 10 seasons, so if it ended in 10,
I thought it was
09?
It ran. Oh, I'm sorry. It ran from 94 to 2004. My bad.
Oh, so it has almost been 20 years.
It almost has been 20 years. I thought it
was been gone for a while.
I was like, wait a second, because it started it started the year I graduated high school.
Yeah.
And it's for whatever reason, it was one of those, I remember seeing the previews for it. I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm going to have to check that out. That looks good. But yeah, I watched the entire run.
What up, Shark? Good morning, buddy.
Hey, Shark.
You need some show content? Our buddy Shark hosts a show down in Brunswick. Dude, I'll just send you the show. I'll send you my show notes, dude. You need some stuff, man. I got you. Yeah, I never watched Friends. I mean, I guess my Friends was Scrubs. Scrubs is a little more slapsticky and stuff. That was much more my brand of comedy, and it kind of ran, I think, the same time.
Yeah.
So. Scrubs is more my bag.
Yeah, I mean, I get why people don't like Friends. There's definitely negatives to it, and I get that.
Did they have a laugh track or a live audience?
They had a live audience. I don't know if they had a laugh track or if it was just the audience. I don't know, but yeah, they did film in front of an audience.
Shark, this is my go-to. Coming to a Bananas game, K&M prep service. Nice, yeah, dude. We'll definitely hook you with the K&M prep service. Probably not on the game. I'm a big Jumbo Shrimp fan.
All right, guys, under a minute. Final story for about last night.
I did get the sickest Jumbo Shrimp hat the other day.
This is the one you wore yesterday?
Yeah.
Dude, it's cool. I like that one a lot.
It is so comfortable. It is ridiculous.
I wasn't sure. Because I just noticed whatever the design was. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, oh, shoot, it's a Jumbo Shrimp hat.
Yeah, so
cool.
I'm a big time floral, jungle hat guy now.
You have several though. You got like a brewery hat.
I had a funky Buddha hat that had the underbill had, or the bill itself was just all super bright colors. So, with my new Jumbo Shrimp hat, it's sick. It's totally sick.
All right, guys, be right back. One more story to go about last night. Can't say the WWE does too many things better than AEW right now. One thing they could do pretty damn well is fire people.
They're so great at firing people. They just released 4 big names, and because one guy, I honestly don't even know who he is.
Yeah. And 2021 so far has been the year of the firings. I mean, they got rid of the Iconics, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, got rid of Samoa Joe, got rid of Kalisto, Mickie James, Mojo Rawley, and that's just some of them. Todd Phillips, one of their announcers, great guy, he was let go. Well, just yesterday, they announced another round of firing. So Santana Garrett, is guessing the one you don't know.
Who is that?
NXT, she was there just for like a split second.
Not going to lie, thought it was a dude.
Ruby Riott from the Riott Squad.
I've seen her because she was on WrestleMania. She had a match on WrestleMania about a month or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's really, really good. Uber talented wrestler, never truly used fully to her potential. Mm-hmm. So it's too bad to see her go. Murphy, now this guy can have a great match with anybody. He was in the cruiserweight division for a long time, so he wasn't on the main roster until recently, and he was kind of paired with Seth Rollins when Rollins was doing the Monday Night Messiah gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
No, this guy is fantastic. Lana is finally let go. I'm surprised she hung around as long as she did. She's obviously Rusev's or Miro's wife in real life.
Yep.
There were a couple on screen when they let Rusev go, or he might have asked for his release. So I'm surprised she stuck around as long as she did. But the two biggest names on this list right now, Aleister Black, who had a great run in NXT. Never, once again, that's the story of WWE. They're great in NXT. They come to the main roster, and they don't know what to do with them. Mm-hmm. And Aleister Black was kind of in that boat. And they started him off really good, and then it just got weird. And he was off TV for like 6 months. They just recently brought him back, kind of retooled everything a little bit, brought him back. 2 weeks ago, he attacked Big E on Raw, and now he's gone. This makes no sense to me.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're looking at this entire set of people who were released, I mean, Braun Strowman.
What?
Get these hands. I mean, I know that dude just because I randomly watch WWE and every WrestleMania. He is usually within the top 2 or 3 matches of the main event, if not in the main event. I know this dude, and he's a massive man, and he was making a bunch of money, I'm sure. They let him go, too, and that's what really surprised me out of all of these, because there's a ton of rumors now that the WWE is trying to sell.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they're trying to lower their costs so they look as profitable as possible when they do officially go on sale. Or maybe they've already sold. We just don't know yet because, I mean, what company could buy WWE? I mean, they are worth billions and billions of dollars. Amazon, maybe?
Amazon.
Disney?
Disney could easily buy WWE. I mean, they just worked out that deal with Peacock. So they got rid of the network in the United States, shifted all of the content over to the Peacock app.
Well, it's what we call the cock,
Peacock. And so maybe Universal is coming in and buying them, which would make sense since they've already got this thing going with that streaming service. But I mean, the Braun Strowman thing shocked me because he's like Vince McMahon. It's like a wet dream for Vince. Just this big, tall, buff guy, decent on the mic, fun to watch. I mean, whether it was a serious role, whether he was playing a comedy role, he really did a good job. He really improved so much from when he first started. I was blown away by that. But I don't know. I'm torn on the sale thing because, you know, as a lifelong WWE guy, I'm one of the guys in the camp of Vince has got to go. He needs somebody else in charge. Mm-hmm. So if they sell, is Vince out for good? Is he taking the money and running? But I can't see that. He's not a guy who's just going to sit around in retirement. He's always going to work.
He's going to die with the WWE brand. He's going to be with them even if he sells it and makes all this money. He's going to die with that brand.
Now, if they do sell and he sticks around, I kind of hope whoever buys says, look, we're going to change the way some things are done. I don't know if they will. I'm guessing that's part of the agreement. If he does sell, that he still has final say. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I want him to sell. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm so confused right now when it comes to WWE.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like once a month they're releasing 5 or 6 wrestlers that are big name guys. So I think a sale is imminent for WWE. I think they'll be sold by the end of this year.
They're making all kinds of money, though. I mean, they signed massive TV deals. They are so profitable right now. It is utterly stupid. I don't know why they have to cut costs. I don't get it.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, we got to talk 20th anniversary concert. It is a month away from today. Details coming up next. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Sorry, guys. I saw a bunch of comments come through. Had to hop to YouTube. Anyone else not seeing comments on Twitch? Good morning.
I'm getting comments on Twitch.
Charles says Twitch is fine on my end. I was missing some. Same. I'm seeing the comments on Twitch. Maybe it was my connection. Good morning. Okay.
Good morning, Tony.
Yeah, everything looks okay on our end too, guys. Just so you know. Well, good morning, everyone. A lot more people jumped on during that break. Yeah, WWE releasing a ton of guys yesterday. Kind of crazy to see Braun Strowman. Yeah, Aleister Black.
Aleister Black.
Yeah, both those guys, big name guys. Kind of crazy that they just jettisoned right the hell out of there.
Yeah, and just a couple months ago they let go Aleister Black's wife is Selena Vega. She was with Andrade, who asked for his release. He's gone.
Yep.
But they let her go a couple months ago. So one thing, so WWE, so a lot of talent was doing like Twitch channels and was making crap tons of money off of Twitch.
Sure.
Selena Vega said she was making more money on Twitch than she was WWE. Well, they started a policy to where you can no longer do those third-party income. You couldn't do the stream anymore because they're like saying, "Hey, you're this person because of us, so you can't do this anymore." So they weren't paying people probably what they should be paid, and then they took away a revenue stream for them to make money. And she was pissed, which I get. And she kind of, there's always been talk about unionization for wrestling. She brought that up, and she was axed almost instantly.
Yeah. Well, you don't mess with someone's side hustle. Come on, guys.
Up, up, down, down is through WWE-ish. I know, it's weird. I don't get it. It's weird how the whole thing works.
Cake Day was actually brought up on the chat. Thanks, Tony and Gibby, for bringing that up. Thank you for reminding us. We're actually going to update this latest studio. We are at day 8 now.
Oh, here's the crappy part, guys. Would have been just 2 days away from Cake Day. Not to look on the negative side.
Wait, what do you mean?
If we wouldn't have had to reset, we would have been at day 28 right now. 29.
I thought what day did we get up to?
20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were up to day 20.
I thought we were at day 27. I don't know.
No, we didn't get that close.
All right, guys, coming up next, we're going to talk about the Rock 106.1 anniversary show. I spent a lot of my day yesterday, not only on site at the venue, which is going to be effing great, but just working on a bunch of stuff, working on staff shirts, working on a bunch of other stuff. So excited for that show to come around. We are 1 month away from the show. Super excited for it.
I can't believe that. If you haven't gotten your tickets, we're getting really close to being out of the $25 general admission ticket. So this is going to go up to its next tier. That's probably going to happen within the next day or so. So if you haven't gotten tickets, you want them for $25, I would get them today, tomorrow at the latest, just because I think we're gonna be done with that level here real soon.
Yeah, well before the end of the weekend, we'll be past it. People are starting to like get themselves motivated and looking towards 4th of July now that we're a month out. So
yeah.
Plus, I mean, we have a ton of marketing efforts up. I mean, our TV spots are playing. We have spots playing on other radio stations and all sorts of stuff. So
I got a promotion idea for tickets.
Okay.
To cross promote between us and Billy.
Okay.
I want to call it Right or Wrong Trivia. So every morning they listen to us. We will give 2 answers to a trivia question. One's right, one's wrong. That afternoon, Billy reads the question.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if you miss us, you can still try to answer the question. If you hear us, you get a chance to,
50-50 shot.
50-50 shot.
Yeah. You can throw a staff shirt our way if you want. No. No, I can't. That would be bad. I don't know if you knew this or not. I just can't throw a staff shirt at you. Charles, that's awesome. Yeah, Charles has got a ton of clothes if anyone's interested. Hit him up. All right, it is the time, guys. Make sure to drop in your stories into the chat. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? I feel like almost everyone has a story here. Oddly enough, because I am the Iron Man. Probably not for much longer. I have never really sent myself to the hospital except in one case.
Yeah,
Which surprising because I do dumb S all the time. I've only gone to the hospital once to get stitches.
I've never, outside of when my uncle shot me in the leg with a BB gun, which we've told that story, I've never been to the emergency room.
Really?
Yeah, never had to go to the hospital for anything like that. I mean, I had to go for something when I was younger, but it was nothing to do with something I did to myself.
Morning, gentlemen. Kotter, Marshall's the best radio show in Savannah, and no one else even compares. Oh,
that's the way you should enter the chat every day.
Exactly.
That's the only way.
Yeah, just copy and paste that every single morning. Yeah.
Thank you.
We need the ego boost this early. But once again, guys, please share your stories with us in regards to what's the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital, quick care, even if you were in school. What's the dumbest way you hurt yourself in school, took yourself to the nurse's office, and then probably the hospital? How long do we actually, Gibby makes a good point. Currently, we're an award-winning morning show.
Yeah.
How long does that last? Is that a full year?
Yeah, we're the defending champions for the year.
Yeah. Defending, reigning. I like
Reigning. Defending. Yeah. So, I think we will represent for the entire year.
that. Okay. I like that.
And then we have to.
I didn't know if it was just like 3 months. Like
Nah.
we had 3 months.
We own it as long as we can.
Raven Dantes, thanks for dropping that story in.
Got about 90 seconds.
So we're talking about
The concert.
Le Concert. Speaking of concerts, we may have a concert, another one to talk about soon.
Telling you, man, could be the best year for concerts in the Low Country and Coastal Empire since my first year here 12 years ago. Honestly.
Very excited about this concert coming up. Once we get a chance to announce it, I think we announce it next week.
Okay.
And then there's still another show that we haven't announced that gets announced later this month. So, guys, there's going to be tons and tons. Charles says, I've got to call mine a little too much to type.
That's fine.
How about this? Charles, after we do this next break, call us.
Yes.
If you got time. But once again, guys, we are taking your calls, comments, and texts. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital, nurse's office, quick care? What is the dumbest way you ever sent yourself to the hospital? Let us know those stories, and we will we'll share them with you here in just a little bit.
All right, guys, be right back. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. We are 1 month away from the 20th anniversary concert for Rock 106.1. Have teamed up with Connect Savannah. The show is an outdoor show at Trustees Garden downtown. Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, and two great local bands, Lilac and Whaleboat. Now, Marshall, here's the thing. Tickets, general admission, $25. That's like the first level price.
Yeah.
We are really close to running out of tickets at that price.
By this weekend, we're going to be out of them. So if you're just waiting and crossing your fingers, you're like, oh, I'll just wait till closer to the show, payday. You know what? Don't. I mean, grab your tickets now or you're going to be paying a lot more.
So get those tickets now. You can buy them at rock1061.com, also etix.com. Some of our great sponsors, we've got some food trucks on site, Bojangles, C. Alexander.
Ooh.
We have got Molly McPherson's Pie Society. Crazian's going to be there, so lots of great food.
Oh, Crazian's going to be there?
Yes.
Dude, they are sick. I love their food.
All right. Also great beer, Corona, Modelo Pacifico, Tulane American Golden Lager, Funky Buddha, going to have some of their premier hard seltzers. So, dude, this is going to be a great time. Outdoor show. Perfect way to kick off your 4th of July weekend.
It's going to be awesome. And let's face it, I mean, there's been a lot of restrictions and things you can't do. And the waterfront, I mean, they're doing fireworks, but they're not having their big festival. So, you know what? Start off 4th of July weekend with us on Saturday. And then Sunday, there is fireworks downtown. Make sure to check them out. But we are the perfect way to keep you out of the house and doing something positive with your life 4th of July weekend.
So if you want to get those $25 GA tickets, we've only got a few left. Do it now online at rock1061.com or etix.com. Coming up after 7, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you have ever sent yourself to the hospital, quick care, a nurse's office, in school? We want those stories. We'll talk about them next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Wanda says, sent mine by DM because it's long. So do you want to grab that one? Or you want me to?
I can.
Okay. Charles, if you're still around, man, if you want to give us a call so we can get your story, that'd be great. Jesus Christ, Gibby, what a story there, pal. I've got a ton of stories. I mean, I've got...
Good. Yeah, we're doing I. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like Dennis sent us like 3 different ones.
I've got 5 over here.
Okay.
Once Charles gets a chance, we'll hopefully get that phone call. We'll love to hear from Vic today. Haven't heard from Vic in a few days.
That's true.
Kind of worried about him.
I think, he'll be fine.
He's always on the precipice of death, I just imagine. And like every day is a gift that we get with Vic. So I really hope we hear from him today. And you know what day it is? It's Thursday.
Oh, it's Vic Day.
So will we hear from Vic? Gibby says the same thing. It's Thursday. His hands are full. Wanda, today is Thursday. No, I got it.
He's Vicking himself today, man. No.
Rhett, what a story there, man. Gibby, yours is insane, man. Tonsil infection. Morning, Michael. Thanks for joining the crew this morning, man. Okay. All right, looks like we're getting a call in, hopefully from Charles here, about our topic.
Rock 1061, hello.
Hey, it's Charles. How are y'all?
Good, man. How are you?
What up?
Watering the plants. So, all right. So, I had to think long and hard because I probably went to the emergency room 30 or 40 times through my childhood.
Yeah.
Not a real smart kid, but that's all right. So when I was in college at Georgia Southern, I managed Dingus McGee's, and back then we had a competition between all the restaurants called Bite of the Borough. And one of the events was you took 2 employees, and they got back-to-back, locked arms, and you had to run down to a spot. One went forward, one went backwards.
Okay.
And then going back, one went forward, one went backwards. Well, I had one of the owners teamed up with me, and I was a little bigger back then, and so I was the leg going forward back, and I wanted to win because I had a lot of pride. So I just picked him up on my back and ran. Well, I hit the finish line, and one of my roommates, described it as hearing a shotgun go off. I tore my ACL.
Ooh, dude.
Yeah. So, surgery to repair, a knee brace I had to wear for 20 years, and that was probably the dumbest one.
Did you win?
Yeah, but did you win?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a winner.
Now, I've... Go ahead.
We took home the golden plate.
Nice. Now, I've heard blowing out the ACL is one of the most painful things that can happen to you. How bad does that hurt?
Well, the problem was I didn't tear it all the way through. I tore it halfway through.
Okay.
So it was not a complete tear, so I did not get a rebuild.
Okay.
Which really sucked. The doctor told me, he said, you'd been better if you'd torn it all the way. So So anyway, that's my stupidity for today.
No, love it, man. Love it.
Thanks for calling in, Charles, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. Talk to y'all soon.
Bye. See you, man.
Love hearing from Charles. You want to hit that up? You want to play that call right out of the break? You want to save that for like break 2?
Let's save it.
Okay.
If anybody else wants to call in with their story too, that is awesome and always accepted.
All right. Dave just dropped a story as well. Let's see.
Morning, Mike. Welcome back.
All right, guys. Killer stories already. We haven't started the damn thing yet. Perfect.
I am going to edit this up real quick, though, so it can just be ready.
Okay.
Guys, I'm going to kill the audio for a second. Be right back. That was done. There we go.
Okay, back on the stream, guys. Thanks for hanging with us for just a couple minutes there. Kotter edited up that phone call that we got from Charles, so we're set to go with it.
All right, so I can tell the story of when Keith broke his arm real quick because it was just kind of dumb. I can start with that if we want. I got Dennis just sent us 3 solid ones. Trouble lighting a gas grill, a 4-foot-long stick, and he was at Jazz Fest in New Orleans in 1994 and went mudsliding.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and then Wanda's is awesome as always. So,
okay, so how do you want to run this? Do you want to start off with yours?
yeah, I can tell Keith's story.
I want to leave a phone call for break 2.
Yeah, save that for the second one. Hopefully, we can get another one for the third one.
All right, so Kotter, and then I'll do a stream. We'll come back with Facebook. Next break, we'll start with call, and then I can go in with a quick one of mine.
Okay.
And then you could do a quick Facebook, and I'll do a quick stream story, and then we'll have more than enough Facebook and stream for the last break, and then hopefully we have another call to go on top of that, and that'll be how we go. So
Perfect.
Perfecto. All right, guys, thank you so much for sharing your stories. Jeremy, excellent story. Ending up in a wheelchair for 6 weeks. Jesus Christ. Your stories are amazing this morning. We're going to share those starting here in about 4-ish minutes, something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Just a little over 4.
Well, while we have a few moments and everyone's already kind of dropped their stories in, do me a favor. Ask me a question. Hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. We're leading into a very interesting weekend. Now, I think there's like a minor UFC fight. There's not like a big UFC fight until next weekend. I believe there's a big like UFC numbered fight next weekend.
Okay.
One of the biggest things happening this weekend is the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather
that's
fight.
This weekend.
That's on Sunday. Okay. I don't understand why they're doing it on Sunday, not Saturday night, but that is going to happen on Sunday. So there's not a ton going on, I think, this weekend, like overall.
Yeah.
So if you have a question about your weekend, about your life, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Drop your question into the chat, and I will have the 8 Ball answer your questions today. Look at that. Wanda's on top of it. Should I take the kiddos to Summer Waves on Sunday? Where's Summer Waves?
I don't know.
Is that the one in Statesboro?
That's Splash in the Borough.
Splash in the Borough. Where the hell is Summer Waves? The one in Pooler's closed. I know that one's been closed. What was that called? That lasted for like 2 years.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, the one across from the IMAX theater.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go ahead and ask. Jekyll Island, thank you. All right. Should Wanda take her kids to Summer Waves on Sunday? Signs point to yes. Ooh. Charles, will I stroke out from stress today, or will it just be a normal stress day? That's it. Stroke or no stroke for Charles, Magic 8 Ball. Signs point to yes. There you go.
Our apologies.
Well, you know, I hope your recovery is quick.
All right. We got about 3.5 minutes. We'll hop into our call, comment, and text segment.
Great question from Tony. Should Tony get a new car?
Oh,
it's a great question. Better not tell you now, it says. I want to get you an answer. Let's get you an answer. Same thing. Better not tell you now. Okay, I guess it's a surprise. Well, maybe this. Maybe someone in your family's going to buy you a car.
Oh, even better.
You walk out from a long day of massaging people. There's a big bow on a car. Boom. That's your new car. Michael goes, that's an expensive question to ask.
True story. Call my cardiologist.
Yeah, just go ahead and let him know you'll probably be coming in today. Oh, man. Once again, guys, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Going to be taking your calls, comments, texts on what's the dumbest way you ever sent yourself to the hospital, quick care, nurse's office, all that fun stuff. What up, A-Dub?
Good morning.
Me and A-Dub spent a long time yesterday together, hanging out. Trustee's Garden. A-Dub dropped a dad joke on me, and he didn't even realize it.
Okay.
So, hold on, let me pop
Doesn't seem like the dad joke kind of guy.
That's the thing, is I don't think he even knew that he did it, yeah.
He's infringing upon Tim's territory.
Yeah, so,
Tim the engineer.
So A-Dub sent me an email, he forwarded me an email, and we're talking about ice for the show, right? So he goes, see below, add ice to our list and get that solidified. Get it?
Yeah.
And then I wrote back to him, I actually wrote to him and I go, was that a dad joke? Get ice ... solidified ? And he just responded with laughing my ass off. Yeah, I don't take Aaron as a dad joke guy.
No.
Mike, our third favorite sales manager, who happens to work 10 feet away from both of us, he has a dad jokes book on his desk. So every time I go in there, I just read him dad jokes from his own book.
Okay. Got about 90 seconds.
Once again, you stream, back to you for Facebook, and then we'll be out there.
Sounds good.
I got to get the Hefe cam ready.
Oh, yeah.
Hefe picking new music.
I'm excited about his choices today. I can go either way with this. Volbeat or brand new Fozzy.
I have to unplug that.
Of course, Fozzy's going to be in Savannah, Victory North in October. Tickets for that show on sale now as well. I hope we can get Chris in studio. That was still one of the funnest interviews we ever did. We got a chance to talk to him at Welcome to Rockville, 5-6 years ago. Super cool guy. Super cool guy.
I'll tell you who's excited for Chris Jericho.
Mamacita.
Sandy just messaged me yesterday.
Yeah.
In regards to the Fozzy show. I mean, she's just jacked about it. She just sent me a picture of it. She's like, hey.
All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. We'll be right back, hopping into our call, comment, and text segment. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, join the Horde today. You can watch the show every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show in the Rock 1061 app. Download that for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or check us out on the website. That is rock1061.com. This morning, calls, comments, and texts. What is the dumbest way you have ever sent yourself to the hospital, quick care, urgent care, ER, nurse's office, and school? Doesn't matter. How'd you hurt yourself? I've never been to the ER outside of one time when my uncle shot me with a BB gun. Mm-hmm. That wasn't my fault.
You deserved it.
I don't think I did. I was like 9, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you should have been faster.
Maybe.
That's why you deserved it.
So I've never been to the ER because I hurt myself, but my oldest kid, Keith, has. Years ago, both my kids and my wife went to Illinois, go every summer to visit. Mm-hmm. They were bringing my mom back with them because she was going to spend a week or so with us here in Savannah. And they were halfway back. I don't remember exactly where they were, but they stopped. They're going to have some lunch. They were just kind of hanging out outside. Mm-hmm. So my oldest decided he was going to show how well he could do a back bend.
Sure, of course.
So he went into the back bend, landed weird on his hand, and snapped his arm.
Ooh.
I mean, just completely snapped it to the point where the bone was broken and the arm sagged, right? You know, in this part, it was just like hanging and sagging there.
Yeah.
So they were 10 hours away from even being back to Savannah. So it's like he had to go to an emergency room wherever they were. They just kind of like braced it up. You know, it's like, this is all we're going to do right now. As soon as you get home, you go to the ER. And so we got back, went to the ER, and they had this massive pin that they just like stuck in his arm to kind of hold everything in place because they didn't want it to permanently sag, and have the bone reattach weird. Mm-hmm. So they had to go in and they just jabbed this thing in his arm and they braced it up, and then he was okay after a little bit. But I remember going back into the ER and they just pulled this. It was just like a pin. It looked like a really big stick pin because it had like a plastic ball in the end, and just pulled it out.
Yeah, probably looked like an acupuncture needle.
Yeah, exactly. And it was one of the weirdest things because, I mean, I was just in there and they just pulled this thing right out of his arm. I'm like, that is creepy.
Yeah, how weird was it, or how mad was Keith when it came to like the pain medication and you'd be like, one for Papa, one for you.
One for me, come on. 2 for me, 1 for you. We know the rules.
I have to numb my existence. Well, dude, we've gotten tons of great stories on the stream. Raven Dantes, he goes, I had to go to the hospital for stitches in my hand because I stabbed myself. I was opening a kid's toy for my little brother, and for whatever reason, those zip ties are the strongest things in the world. I couldn't agree more, man. I've almost stabbed myself 1,000 times trying to open up kids' toys.
Dude, they are the absolute worst. Christmas Eve for adults have got to be one of the most times you go to an ER because you're trying to open all those presents to get wrapped or set out for Christmas. You hurt yourself almost every year. They secure those things in the box.
I don't know why.
It makes no sense.
I don't understand it either. Our good friend Sean says, I'd say when the dumbest thing I've ever done was I almost cut the tip of my finger off when I was working at Southern Motors Honda. I had to go to get 14 or 15 stitches after walking to the immediate Medcare a block away.
Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital, ER, quick care, nurse's office, in school? It doesn't matter. We got hit up by Dennis on the Facebook page. He actually sent 3. I'm going to pick this one. He was at Jazz Fest in New Orleans in 1994. It had been raining, so he started mudsliding into the puddles head first.
Of course.
He said, I wisely decided to go feet first. Feet went out. Head hit next, and I was out cold in the puddle. Left in an ambulance on a backboard.
Yes.
Luckily, only sprained my neck. Needed my eyes and ears irrigated because they're just clogged with mud and gook. And then got 3 free hospital blankets out of the deal. And he says, they're awesome. I didn't know they were so
good. Did you steal hospital blankets?
I'm sure you got charged for
you
that.
probably got, yeah.
Insurance?
You're not supposed to keep those.
Insurance cover that? All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you have ever sent yourself to the hospital? We want those stories. We got more of them coming up after this. A day to remember, everything we need. Rock 1061.
A-Dub just dropped us a story. Jeremy, thank you for dropping another story as well. All right, once again, kicking off the next break with the call. So if you want to do a quick refresher, go right into the call. I'll share mine, which I think I've kind of briefly mentioned before, but I'll bring it up. It'll be really short. And then go into a Facebook story. And then, like I said, I've got tons of stream stories. I'll probably do 2 or 3.
Okay. Wanda, that's good to know that they've gotten better, because I'm telling you, they just zip-tied everything in there, and it was so tight. Whether you got a knife, whether you got scissors, you were bound to slice something. A body part was going to bleed. You will like this toy, damn it. Was out drinking, walked back home, decided to climb a fence, woke up with... Oh! Got a good one off the text.
Perfect.
Oh, dear Lord. I'll read this one to start it, just to give some time to kill the bed. It's short, so I'll read this to start, then you hit the call. Oh my God.
Yeah, I've got. I'm definitely going to share. Let's see. Thomas's is outstanding. Thomas, your story is incredible.
I don't know who that's from, but damn,
they don't say their name.
No.
Shame. They actually probably don't want to put their name
once
to
you
it.
hear what happened, you don't want to know. You don't want to say who it is.
Yeah, I'm going to do Thomas and Gibby's story next. And then Rhett's got a good one. I'll save for break 3.
Okay. So I'll do this one real quick, kill some of the bed, play the call. You want me to read one, then end on yours?
No. Let me go to me and then end on you.
Okay, you're going to tell yours. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so do quick story, call. I'm going to do mine and then do some streams. Then you'll wrap it up with a Facebook. And
perfect.
Then we'll come back with a third break. Woo. Morning, guys. Thanks for hanging once again. Your stories are already incredible.
Dude, great stuff. Great stuff.
I remember, so we're about 45 seconds from the break, but A-Dub dropped his story in the chat, which if we get a chance, we'll bring it up on the final break. But I remember I think I was in the room with A-Dub when he got a call that his son had done that. If you want to read the story, it's in the comment section of our chat today. But I just remember the look on his face, just pure astonishment. Mm-hmm. I think he wasn't even mad. It was just pure astonishment. He's like, how? Why?
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? We got a text. Person didn't leave their name, and I completely understand why. I don't want to say this person is the winner, because there's no way you win from this injury.
Right.
Was out drinking. walked back home, decided to climb a fence, woke up with a torn scrotum and 6 stitches.
Oh, no.
I'm done, man. I'm done.
No.
I'm going home. Going home.
Torn scrotum. No.
I can't. You know what? I'm hoping when he said he woke up with that, it's just like you woke up in the hospital and you remember none of it.
Right.
That is a memory you never want to relive.
Yeah, you just get the oh my gosh, who found him?
I don't know.
Was he hanging by his scrotum? Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, you've been kicked in the junk.
Yeah.
How bad that hurts?
Right.
Can you imagine ripping open your junk?
It just reminds me of that Johnny Knoxville thing where he tore his scrotum from the bike. He did like a motorcycle jump, and the bike handle jammed right into his scrotum and tore his scrotum. Oh, no.
No, I'm out.
Oh, no.
I'm out. All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? Got a call from Big Bald and Sexy.
Because I probably went to the emergency room 30 or 40 times through my childhood.
Yeah.
Not a real smart kid, but that's all right. So when I was in college at Georgia Southern, I managed Dingus McGee's, and back then we had a competition between all the restaurants called Bite of the Borough. And one of the events was you took 2 employees, and they got back-to-back, locked arms, and you had to run down to a spot. One went forward, one went backwards.
Okay.
And then going back, one went forward, one went backwards. Well, I had one of the owners teamed up with me. I was a little bigger back then, and I wanted to win because I had a lot of pride. So I just picked him up on my back and ran. Well, I hit the finish line, and one of my roommates, described it as hearing a shotgun go off. I tore my ACL.
Ooh, dude.
Yeah. So, surgery to repair, a knee brace I had to wear for 20 years, and that was probably the dumbest one.
Did you win?
Yeah, but did you win?
Oh, hell yeah. We took home the golden plate.
Nice. All that matters.
Yeah, as long as you get that
All
win.
that matters.
Injuries are nothing. Just a quick one for me. I mean, just when I was a kid, I think I may have told this one before, but I learned gymnastics in like 2nd grade one day, and I, you curl up in a ball and do the front flip.
Yeah.
I did a front flip off my bed, landed on a heating and air register that they were on the floor.
Yeah.
My house was super old growing up, so they were all on the floor, and I just immediately hit that, and I had to go to the hospital and get stitches in my head. But for as dumb as I am, surprisingly, haven't had to go to the hospital a whole lot.
That does shock me.
Trust me, I think it's shocking everyone that's hearing this right now. So we got some great stories from the stream Kotter as well. How about this one from Thomas? He goes, I actually just caught myself on fire this past Mother's Day and dove into the ground pool to put myself out. I sprained my AC joint in my shoulder and had 1st and 2nd degree burns on my head and hands.
Sounds like a scene out of a comedy.
What was he setting on fire on Mother's Day? It's crazy, man. How about this one from Gibby? He goes, the dumbest thing would be our class was doing a run for a fundraiser. People would pledge money for however many laps you would run. While running, there was a puddle of standing water in our running path that made for a good slide. So I decided to slide head first, but opened my mouth to get a bunch of water in so I could do the whole Triple H spraying the water thing. Well, the next day, my tonsils swole up. They got so infected that it almost closed my throat.
Whoa.
The EMT doc had to drain my tonsils out of nearly 250 milliliters of fluid. It ultimately led to a tonsillectomy at the age of 17.
Damn. Whoa.
These stories are amazing.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? Wanda, great story. Sun poisoning. Skipped school for a beach day. Got a massive sunburn because I fell asleep. A few days go by. I start itching. It keeps getting worse. Nothing worked. Went to the ER. Ended up getting Benadryl. Went home. Slept for a few hours. The itching came back and was more intense. Went back to the ER. They didn't even let me in.
What?
They gave me what they said was Benadryl, but it knocked my ass out for so long. Mama had to wake me up. She thought I was dead.
Oh, my gosh. You got the hardcore hospital Benadryl apparently. Wow.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? We got more of your stories. Call us up now. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Okay, guy who's been trying to call the entire time. There he is.
Scrotum. Jesus Christ.
Winner, loser, same time. Rock 1061, who's this?
What, ladies?
What's going on?
I got to call in on this one.
Oh, yeah, Vic.
We were waiting. We were just waiting.
Hey, well, actually, I had a rope swim in my backyard when I was younger.
Okay.
And, somehow I accidentally tripped as I was swinging out, and my dumb ass held on to the swing until I got all the way out there to the very end, and then I let go. And come to find out about it, I actually broke both my wrists at the same time.
Ooh.
And so,
Yeah.
so you just kind of like landed, tried to prevent yourself from like going face first and just snapped your wrists?
Right.
Good.
Oh, yeah, I landed on both my arms. Well, actually, I broke one of my arms and a wrist, and then on the other arm, it was my wrist.
Good
So
Lord.
I had a whole cast on one side and a half cast on the other. And what made it even worse,
You couldn't touch
I
yourself?
wipe my own ass.
Dude, how old were you?
I think I was like 12.
Okay, so what? The parents had to take care of business for you then?
Yeah, and one time they had a party, and my mom said she'd be right back, because I couldn't even open the door because the way they put the cast around my thumb, and I actually got locked in the bathroom for like 45 minutes. My mom come in crying, saying that she's sorry, and I told her, I said, y'all couldn't hear me yelling? She's like, no, the music was too loud.
Good God. Well, there you go, Vic. Just another incredible story.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, hey, top of the morning to you, Cat.
You too, man. Have a good day.
All right, brothers.
All right, see you, Vic.
Later.
Oops, sorry.
Good old Vic.
Quality stuff.
Yeah, he definitely couldn't Vic himself for a while.
No,
That's
poor
terrible.
guy.
Well, he's 12 years old.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
true.
how much Vicking was he doing. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? How's Massachusetts going?
All right, guys. I'm going to edit this up real quick.
BRB.
There we go. Check. All right.
What's up, guys? Thanks for had a couple people join us during a little downtime on the audio, so Kotter could edit that up. Stone, are you really in Richmond Hill? Be like 5 minutes away from my house. Stop by, have a beer. What up, Greg? Has anyone heard of Isola's in Hinesville? I came across their TikTok and it looks like some amazing fat folk food.
I never heard of it, but I'm interested.
Stone, what are you doing in Richmond Hill? Stone's a buddy of ours who works in radio. And what the hell are you in? It's Richmond Hill. Let's get together, man. What are you doing? How early is too early to start drinking with you, Stone? There's a place called Debilation Brewing Company. I can meet you there today.
I'm in. I got about 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
All right, guys. Once again, we are taking your calls, comments, and texts in regards to our topic today, which is what is the dumbest way you ever sent yourself to the hospital, quick care, nurse's office? It doesn't matter. Tell us your stories. Let's see. How do you want to run this one? Do you want to start right off with that call?
Yeah, I got 2 really quick ones. Let me do those just so I can kill some of the bed, and then I can play the call. And you still have some, right?
Yeah, I got a ton. I got a great story from Melissa. I don't know if Melissa's still hanging around this morning, but Melissa, your wedding story is outstanding. I can't wait to share it.
Do you got one that we can end it on?
Yeah, let's end it with Melissa's story.
Okay.
I think it's best, honestly.
Okay, that's good.
I'll do,
like I said, I'll do 2 quick ones. We'll play the call, and then if you've got a couple there to read, or
I'll do Rhett. And then I'm going to do Jeremy, and then I'll end on Melissa.
Okay, perfect.
And so you just want me to end
I think
bit
so.
on Melissa then?
Yeah, I think so. I'll read these 2 really quick ones.
You're the closer, Melissa. Congratulations. Kid's going to be here for a month with his dad listening to you, bozos. Nice. Melissa, I love your story. It's incredible. You're the closer, baby. You're the closer. You're winning the game for us today. Love you too. Stone, let us know how long you're going to be in town. DM me, and then if you want, we can get together today. Or if you're going to be in town over the weekend, I got nothing going on this weekend. So if you want to get together, go out for beers or something, hit me up.
Yeah, I'm down.
Rhett, pitch it in the ninth, Melissa. Oh, we're not too far away from elevator time with Rhett. Rhett, let us know when you're in the elevator. Although you've been commenting early this morning. Are you at work early? I'll do Rhett, Jeremy, and then in with Melissa.
There's a couple more on the.
I'm just going to make a quick check on Hefe. I put his cam up. I just want to make sure it's looking okay.
Oh, okay. We got a new one. I'm gonna read this one instead.
We'll adjust this one.
Calling it on the fly. This one's getting read. Another text. Oh.
That's girthy. That's a girthy message right there. 25 seconds, Kotter.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay, I may have to come back and revisit that one, too. Damn. Okay, we'll read that one at least on the stream. It's too long to get ready now. It's never what my wife said. All right, be right back. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? I got another text. Says, cute girl, I was blowing cornstarch fireballs for fun.
Whoa, I thought that was going to go way different.
I couldn't pull it off, so being a cocky idiot, I said, push it with a little gasoline. I'll blow a great fireball. Worst mistake could have made. She poured me a cup of gasoline. 2nd-degree burns across my face.
Oh my God.
And lips.
No.
That sounds horrible.
No, that is horrible. Jesus.
All right, thankfully on this topic of injuring yourself, we did get a call from Vic. So we know Vic's alive and well.
Yes.
And Vic, of course, has got a story to tell.
I got to call in on this one.
Oh, yeah, Vic.
We were waiting. We were just waiting.
Actually, I had a rope swing in my backyard when I was younger.
Okay.
And somehow I accidentally tripped as I was swinging out, and my dumb ass held on to the swing until I got all the way out there to the very end, and then I let go. And come to find out about it, I actually broke both my wrists at the same time.
Good.
So, yeah, I landed on both my arms. Well, actually, I broke one of my arms and a wrist, and then on the other arm it was my wrist.
Good
So
Lord.
I had a whole cast on one side and a half cast on the other. What made it even worse
You
is
couldn't
I
touch
couldn't
yourself?
wipe my own ass.
Dude, how old were you?
I think I was like 12.
Okay, so what? The parents had to take care of business for you then?
Yeah, and one time they had a party, and my mom said she'd be right back, because I couldn't even open the door because the way they put the cast around my thumb. And I actually got locked in the bathroom for like 45 minutes. My mom come in crying, saying that she's sorry. And I told her, I said, y'all couldn't hear me yelling? She's like, no, the music was too loud.
Good God. Oh, there you go, Vic. Just another incredible story.
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame call.
Poor baby Vic. Poor 12-year-old Vic getting locked in the bathroom there. All right, we got tons of your stories
many great ones
on the stream. Rhett says, my hospital trip, a night of drinking in Savannah with friends, we decided to head to Savannah Smiles. Once finished at the piano bar, I challenged a friend to a foot race. For some reason, I decided to take my boots off for the race. We lined up on the cobblestone street. Yeah, great idea, I know. He goes, the race was on. I was in the lead, and then I tripped, crashed to the ground, and dislocated my right shoulder. I ended up that night at Savannah Memorial ER and had to call my wife at 3:30 in the morning so she could drive my drunk ass home. Oh, no, Rhett. That's never a good look.
That is absolutely amazing.
Jeremy says, the dumbest thing I remember doing was when I was 10 or 11, my brother bet me $20 to jump 3 long flights of stairs to the apartment complex we lived at. And I took off running, jumped as high as I could, and landed, fracturing my right ankle and severely spraining my left. I ended up in a wheelchair for 6 weeks. Oh, my God, dude. Oh,
that's awesome. We're taking your calls, comments, and texts. What's the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? We got a text. Tried to push a dead tree, or tried to push down a dead tree with my tractor. A limb broke off 40 feet up and fell on my arm. Blood shot up into my face. My son called 911 and told them he was taking me to the hospital because it cut my artery. They told all police not to pull us over. He drove 120 miles an hour in Statesboro, and cops just let us go. It destroyed my artery, and the doctor said after surgery that my muscle looked like hamburger meat. He didn't think my arm would make it. 4 surgeries later and back to normal, other than a scar from wrist to elbow. Dumb as hell. They called the tree a widowmaker, which he didn't know. Even tree people wouldn't touch it.
Oh, my God.
Holy crap.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude.
These stories today, guys, they're insane. Let's end it on this one. Feel free to keep adding them in. We're still going to talk about them on the live stream today. Melissa, she's going to take this one home. I love this story. It's short and to the point. She goes, spent my wedding night in the hospital after hurting my back at work the day before. Spent the first 6 weeks of my marriage in bed. And not the fun way.
Oh, no, that sucks. So sorry.
Oh, poor Melissa.
Yeah, continue to comment and text with your stories. What is the dumbest way you've ever sent yourself to the hospital? You can text 800-394-1061. More of the Kotter and Marshall Show coming up. Foo Fighters, This Is Everlong, Rock 106.1.
Great stories today, guys.
Oh, guys, those are epic.
A couple more. Let's just go through real quick because I'd hate to leave anyone out here. Thomas had a second one. He goes, I also took a steak knife to my hand when I was 9. I had 120 stitches inside of my hand to show up on my arteries and veins, 22 on the outside.
Damn.
Jesus, man. A-Dub. So A-Dub's kid got into an accident. I think it was last year, and he shared his story earlier this morning. He goes, Sky, his son, thought it would be a good idea to ride his bike under a semi-trailer. He didn't make it. He had a gash to the bone of his skull and 55 stitches.
Ugh.
I think I was literally in the room when that happened, because I think it was during a meeting, or it was like right after a meeting, and him and I were going over some stuff, and it was just the look on his face was just pure. How does that happen? T.A. Grindle says, surprisingly enough, I never had to go to the hospital. I bruised ribs in a fight at work, but I refused to go. Nice. David, you had a great story. David goes, I was still working in Northeast Georgia, tripped over the hose from the termite rig, fell backwards, broke my wrist. No cell phone service, drove a stick shift all the way to the ER.
Ooh. Yeah, that's rough.
You got any extras over there?
Let's see. What do we else have on Facebook? Yes, Casey. This is one I didn't get to. I wish there was more story here to go along with it. Best one: stuck a needle in my own eyeball.
Accidentally.
I want to know more about what happened there.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Bodine taking a step backwards on stage during the second half of her first national tour, toward my meniscus in 3 places. Regulated myself to crutches and a lawn chair for the remainder of the tour. I remember that.
I do, yeah.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. So, yeah, good stuff today, guys.
Good Lord. I just love Melissa's story. Poor Melissa, wedding day, supposed to be getting it on. Throws her back out 6 weeks of just laying in bed.
Michael, station is Mall Boulevard in Savannah. Same complex as the Taste of India.
What up, Heather? How you doing, girl?
Hello, Heather. All right, so we got about a minute and a half. Got these house rules. I got a couple weird ones that I thought was weird as a kid that I had to follow when I would go over to friends' houses. Figured we can just kind of go through this list, comment on it. You got any weird ones you remember as a kid? Just share those.
Sorry, so I just emailed Tim, the engineer. So our phone light, it doesn't blink when we're getting calls. It's not a studio issue or anything.
No,
so I just said, hey man, just heads up, that's not working. So he replied to me 17 minutes ago with restart the software, and I wrote restart yourself with that attitude.
I don't know what software we restart.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I unplug it and plug it back in?
I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it.
I don't want to cause a studio issue.
Yeah, exactly, right?
No, I will not. So we can still get calls. The light is ice cream. It's just the the toppings on the ice cream. So I'm not too worried about it not working. I'm not doing too bad, Heather. It's a good day.
I would say I'm getting close to groovy. I need more caffeine, so I think I'm going to go chug another energy drink. So I'll be pretty close to groovy. Speaking of groovy, I think I mentioned it the other day. Bruce Campbell's doing that screening in Jacksonville,
awesome.
The Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I'm like 90% convinced I want to go to it. I haven't bought tickets yet.
It sounds pretty awesome.
But I think I want to go to it.
I bet it'd be fun.
I think just being in the room with Bruce Campbell would be good enough.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. And I'm guessing he'll do like pictures or something,
which
I'm guessing he would probably charge more for.
Yeah.
But I think I would pay for that. I mean, it's Bruce Campbell.
All right, guys, be right back.
Rock 106.1.
Thanks for hanging out today. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Join the Horde. You can watch the show. And in between, our breaks, when there's a song playing, commercials going, we're interacting, chatting back and forth. It's basically a show within a show.
Oh, I get nude.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Well, it's bottomless.
It's disturbing.
A lot of people, I usually do a nipple up shot on me. But yeah, usually it's so hot in here.
We want people to watch, man.
Well, no, I was just letting them know I'm like, it's more imagination for them. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not showing it on camera, but just so you know. No pants.
It's awesome. Get on that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. So there's a new survey that came out. Asked people to name the top rules you're expected to follow when you're at someone else's house. This is kind of interesting because it's like we didn't have rules really at the house growing up like that. That we had to follow, or if somebody came over, they had to follow these rules.
Do you have a lot of people at your house like growing up? You like friends over all the time?
All the time.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it was me, my brothers, my parents constantly had parties.
Right.
Stuff.
They're
always,
drunks. So
yeah, we'll get into some of my parents' parties later. Woo, buddy. So we didn't have some of these rules. So I find it interesting because I have some we'll get to here in a bit. But we'll look at this list. Number 10. And this one I 100% agree with. Don't assume you can go anywhere in the house. some rooms could be off limits, like a bedroom or a bathroom.
Yeah, I don't want to go into anyone's bedroom because that's just a hallway of nightmares. I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, I don't want to see a sex swing, sex toys. You know, I don't, you know, whatever you do in your bedroom, go at it. I'm not going to judge. I just don't need to know what you're doing specifically.
I'm good without it.
I agree. I mean, I don't want people going through my stuff, you know, and we just had a get together for my daughter's graduation. And it was the first time we really had a bunch of people over at once because of the pandemic.
Right.
So we cleaned absolutely everything. And we just opened all the doors. Just like, hey, here's the house, you know, just kind of showing it off sort of thing. But normally, bedroom door would be shut, doors would be shut upstairs. I don't need people going through my stuff.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
It is a weird one.
All right, number 9. Put on slippers and socks when you enter the house. This is bizarre. So are you saying you have like a tub of socks sitting by the door? Take off the shoes.
No one has that rule.
Right?
No.
That's this. How is this a rule?
Yeah, I don't even put socks on to try on shoes. You think I'm going to put them on?
Please tell me you're joking.
Am I?
That's
I don't know.
so disgusting.
Oh, you're not supposed to?
No, I mean I'll put those little footies on when I'm
footies.
Well, because if you don't wear socks, you know, a lot of shoe places have the little pantyhose material.
Sock condoms.
There you go, sock condoms. That's gross.
Do I?
So gross.
Do I?
I don't know now. It's really creeping me out.
I'm not going to tell you either.
Number 8, wash your hands before dinner or they'll think you're gross.
I think that's a pretty...
You should always wash your hands before dinner.
Yeah, unless it's a barbecue. I think if you're outside, you've been chugging beers all day, whatever. Do whatever you want with your face.
Anything can happen. Number 7, put the toilet seat down.
Yeah, it's a simple one.
Yeah, I don't always put it down in my house. I can't say I'm going to guarantee I'm putting it down every time I'm at somebody else's house.
Dude, and honestly, I pee outside like 90% of the time. If I come over to your house, I'm probably going to pee in your backyard. Just a heads up. It's like an alpha thing for me. I like to claim my territory.
All right, number 6 on this list. These are house rules you're expected to follow when you go to somebody else's house. Number 6. No swearing, especially if they have kids.
Nah, I love swearing. I can't help myself. Everyone knows this.
I can't think of anybody, maybe my in-laws, but I can't think of any house I would go to on a regular basis where the homeowner isn't somebody who would swear anyway. And if they have kids, I'll be respectful until I hear them say something, then it's on.
I always love, my mom almost refuses to cuss, so I cuss so exclusively with her. She'll get so mad that she'll cuss, and that's when I'll stop. So it's been an ongoing thing I've been doing for years.
Just lead your mom on.
Yeah, she gets so aggravated. She's like, why do you lose that language? And then she'll say a word, and I'm like, I gotcha. All right, I'll stop.
All right, coming up, we're going to finish off this list. Plus, I had a couple of rules when I'd go over to friends' houses as a kid that I did find kind of bizarre. We'll hit those up as well. We've got house rules you're expected to follow when you go to somebody else's house. We'll finish off the list next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Saturday.
Ooh, I think it was Raven Dantes had a great 8-ball question. Or no, it was Rhett. Rhett had should Marshall go see Bruce Campbell in The Evil Dead in Jacksonville?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Outlook, not so good.
That's not a good one.
Is it in a heart? Am I going to have a heart attack? Am I going to die? Hold on. One more. I'm going to give it one more try. Should Marshall go see Bruce Campbell in The Evil Dead in Jacksonville? It is certain. Perfect. I love that one.
All right, we're going to come right out of the stop set.
Okay. Let's see. Stone goes, I've got singles. Take it off. I've already taken it off. I'll take your money, though. I'll shoot you my Venmo. We had dining room chairs that you could never sit in. My mom would hit me with a wooden spoon if she caught us playing on the dining room furniture, says Red.
So where'd you eat?
You just had to sit on the floor?
I guess.
A-Dub goes, what? You don't try on underwear?
Oh, Greg, now I want to go to Kotter's house just for giggles. Slip into the bedroom, try on stuff, go full Buffalo Bill. I'll probably have to do a Facebook Live if I can get him to watch it. That's gross.
Let's see. Pray before each meal and leave the stove light on. Those I remember growing up when I visit friends. Really?
So it's funny. So my in-laws are not religious people. They don't go to church at all. But anytime we'd go over there, I don't think we do it as much anymore. It's just for, like if we're there for a Thanksgiving or a Christmas Eve dinner or something like that. But anytime we'd go over, they would pray before a meal. And I'm just like, your parents aren't religious. This is so weird. Why are we doing this? And Dana's like, I don't know. It's always been this way. So.
Yeah. It's just a show people put on. It's not a good one. How much time we got?
We've got 1, 2, 3-ish minutes left.
All right, I'm going to run and grab my drink out of my office real quick. I'll be right back.
Sure. All right, big thanks to everybody hanging out today. Week is almost done. Today, tomorrow, we're out of here. I think Saturday the plan is to head to Westbrook. They do Mexican cake, which is my favorite beer of all time. Typically, you'll find it here sometime in May, and I have not seen it yet, and it's killing me. So I may just go to Westbrook. It's just a 2-hour drive. Pick some up, do some drinking there, and come back. So that's kind of the plan for the weekend. That's the only thing I got planned, and I'm absolutely good with that. Except Stone, if you want to meet up for beers, I'm down with that too. All right, so we're going to finish up these house rules list. I got Hefe 2 coming up next hour. His choices are Fozzy and Sane, Chris Jericho's latest song. Volbeat's got a new tune called Wait a Minute, My Girl. I got trivia, going to get quizzed in the face. Action-packed show still to get to. Oh, there's Hefe.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get Hefe, the Hefe cam set.
We ate at the kitchen table. Oh, okay, your kitchen table, dining room table. I get it. That makes sense. My grandmother would smack the snot out of us if we sang or hummed at the table. Oh.
What?
I don't know. That's weird.
No one has a good time at this table. Shut up.
Even my grandparents, I didn't have any weird rules at my grandparents either.
What are the rules?
I mean, because my mom's parents, we hung out there way more often than my dad's. But yeah, there was no specific rules that I can remember. Like I said, it was a free-for-all at my house.
No, I don't think there was many rules. I mean, I would just... You ate at the kitchen table?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything crazy that we had at the Marshall household.
Michael, when I was a kid, I once looked at my mom, said the F word, and then followed it up with shoving the bar of soap in my own mouth. Smart move. Didn't make any sense because music was always playing in the background. Yeah, now that's just mean.
Yeah.
You got the music going. Of course you're going to sing or hum.
Right. It's like she put a cocaine tray in the middle of the table and told everyone not to touch. Don't touch Granny's
Sounds like grandma just wanted to smack somebody.
Take off your hat at the table if not Grandpa's backhand was on the way.
Okay, stand corrected. That was one my dad was all about. You know, not that we were wearing hats in the house, but if we ever go out to eat and we're on vacation or anything like that, if we were wearing a hat, it was hat goes off. And I'm like, cool, sure. And my dad is such a laid-back guy. It was very weird, but that was the thing for him.
Yeah. And Melissa says Grandma wouldn't allow baseball hats at the dinner table. I don't know. I guess I never wore a hat when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did all the time.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've got 15. We'll be right back.
Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Kotter and Marshall Show. Running down a list of 10 things. These are house rules you're expected to follow when you go to somebody else's house. Now, number 5 on this list, no phones at the dinner table.
I didn't live in a time where I had my phone. Like because I guess I'm too old.
Yeah.
But I never had a phone when I was growing up where I would have it at the dinner table.
Right.
So I never could relate to this one.
Yeah, I think now, I think it's a fair rule. If you're going over and you're at somebody's place, they made a dinner for you, you're sitting down to eat. Yeah, leave the phone in the pocket. You don't need it.
They always had that like stupid game where if you're out at a restaurant, like you put your phone down.
Yeah.
Like everyone put their phones on top of each other. First one to grab it had to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I never played that game. And I think I would be the first one to pay every time I did that.
Oh, cool. So we should definitely go out to lunch
definitely
today?
do that now.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, use a coaster.
Yeah. I mean, as a kid, I had to use a coaster. My parents would just scream at me to no end if I didn't use a coaster.
I will use a coaster if one's, sat in front of me. It is nothing I'm going out of my way to do. If I have to get up and walk across the room to get like a coaster, not going to happen.
Get a coaster, man.
Yeah,
You're a savage. Get a coaster.
Wait, why is that a savage?
Yeah, just Just get a coaster. That's the easiest thing to do.
You're over here trying on shoes without socks, but I'm the savage?
Hey, am I?
All right, number 3. And if you don't do this, you're just an animal. Always flush the toilet.
Yeah, the whole, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. That rule does not apply anywhere.
No.
Honestly, ever.
No.
Yeah. It's gross. It's super gross.
Number 2 of house rules when you go over to somebody's house, no shoes on the sofa.
I just can't help but think with Dave Chappelle's skit. Oh, your couch. Yeah, I think that's fair. Don't throw your shoes up on the couch, but you could sit on the couch with your shoes on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say for the most part, if I go to somebody's house, I'll usually take off my shoes. Usually. Not all the time. I guess it depends on the situation. What type of gathering we're at.
True. Yeah, if I'm going like backyard, like going to a barbecue or something, my shoes will probably stay on, but yeah, I would take my shoes off if I was going to be inside exclusively.
And that's really the number 1 rule on this list. Take your shoes off at the door. I mean, but it's like when we had the graduation party. To me, not that it was formal by any means.
Right.
But I'm like, you don't take your shoes off for that. And if I come over to your house to watch, WrestleMania, shoes usually come off. Mm-hmm. It's a little less formal.
Well, there's some people you don't want their shoes to come off at all, like our close personal friend Jake Thompson. Always keep your shoes on. Always keep your shoes on.
Now, there was a couple rules that I had to follow when I would go to friends' houses when I was younger. One of them was anytime we'd eat dinner at this one friend's house, his mom made me finish everything that they put in front of me.
Right.
And it wasn't like you went up and got your own stuff. They gave you the plate.
Oh, yeah.
And if you didn't like it, if they gave you too much, it did not matter. You ate everything on that plate. And it was miserable sometimes.
Yeah. I also had my mom's cooking. I get that.
Another one, a friend's house was they made me, me and my friend, but had to do dishes after I ate. Had to do dishes.
Of course, your child labor.
But I'm just like, I'm here spending the night. Why am I washing pots and pans?
No, I'll teach you a good life lesson.
It didn't. I resented it.
Yeah, you're terrible at doing dishes now. Your wife tells me all the time.
I don't mind dishes now.
Because you got a dishwasher.
Well, of course.
Right.
And I got kids. All right, we got more Kotter and Marshall coming up next. Stick around. Rock 1061.
Rock 1061.
Wanda says, my grandpa didn't have rules. Hell, he didn't even have indoor plumbing and shot at our cats. So guess it would be weird to have rules. Your grandpa sounds like a wild dude.
It's a free-for-all.
Once again, guys, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Coming up next, we're through half the show already. Who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do some pre-fame jobs. We found a list of celebrities and the jobs they did prior to becoming famous little a-holes. So we'll talk about them, and then we'll get into Hefe. Hefe's going to pick a new song for us. Oh, my gosh, Fozzy. There it is.
Yep.
Fozzy has a brand new song called Sane. Volbeat has a new song called Wait a Minute, My Girl. Cotter, you don't seem like you love that one.
No, I do. I shouldn't say, do I love it? I don't know. That's going to be a little bit of a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
But they've kind of gone in this, I don't want to say rockabilly, kind of sound. I can't think of the lead singer's name, but he's, very big into Elvis, Johnny Cash. So I mean, he does like that kind of vibe. And the last album, they had a couple songs on there. They had the saxophone, had the piano, and they definitely had, that kind of feel to it. And this one definitely does too. It reminded me when I first heard it, I don't mean this in a negative way, like it could have fit into the Rocky Horror Picture Show. The Meatloaf character, Eddie, he had his song Hot Patootie.
Okay.
And it kind of has that vibe to it with the saxophone and piano. So it's different. It's just different, but I don't mind it at all.
Michael Poulsen is the lead singer.
Okay,
of
thank you. Yeah. But yeah, so supposedly before the last album, he put something together that was really leaning into that sound. Mm-hmm. And the record label said, nope, you come back with something that's more rock. Yeah. And then they released the last album.
Yeah.
So I'd love to hear what he did previously because I'm kind of curious.
This is possibly more in that vein.
Yeah.
So Greg says, so the flushing thing, have you guys ever had A-Dub at your house? Hashtag asking for a friend. No, A-Dub's never been to my house. I've been to A-Dub's house, but he's never been to mine.
Nope, he is not.
I've never invited A-Dub to my house. I just don't have the flushing capacity. I've only got 2 bathrooms, so maybe if I had a third, I'd feel like my plumbing was probably big enough to afford an A-Dub visit. But honestly, I don't think I can ever have him at the house.
No. It would never be the same.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Once again, Hefe pre-fame jobs coming up here in just a little bit.
All right, let me see. Get everything.
Oh,
right.
no.
What?
All right, so I messaged Tim earlier and let him know that our call light wasn't working. He said to restart the software. I said, restart yourself with that attitude. And I got the big time, big mood reply of K. Capital K. Ooh. You know when you get a text message from your wife, you messed up and, you screwed up and you're like, hey, I'm sorry. I'll see you tonight. I'll make dinner. And it's just K.
Yeah.
Oof, like, you're in trouble. I think I'm in trouble with Tim, the engineer. I've screwed up. I've screwed up with Tim, the engineer.
Don't tick off the engineer, man. That's Radio 101.
No.
I ticked off the engineer early in my career.
Which one?
John Simmons.
Screw John Simmons. He's an a-hole.
John is all right. And I think I've told the story, but it was pre, everybody having a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Select people, you kind of had car phones. So we had a phone list for the staff.
Yeah, you told me. Yep.
Yep. And it was car phone, home phone. So I assumed car phone was a car phone. So I called his home phone at 2 a.m. on a Saturday because I worked weekend overnights. He came in and yelled at me because I didn't call the car phone. I woke up his kids. I woke up his wife. Yeah. I was scared of him for years. Years.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, engineers are all over the place. You can get a good one. I mean, all of them are good. That's why they got the job. But that they are usually very moody people. Like my engineer in Las Vegas, Tracy Teagarden. He's a super cool guy, but like he had terrible moments of just like weird rage that he just put upon everyone. So it was like absolutely terrifying to talk to the man.
Yeah.
Same thing. John Simmons in Peoria, just kind of an a-hole. So like I had 2 back-to-back jobs that I was at for a very long time where my engineers were jerks. And then I came to Savannah here and I had the nicest engineer ever, CB Gaffney, who just retired, sorta, then took another job. Congrats. And then Tim, who's super cool. We mess with him all the time, but Tim is awesome.
Yeah, he is. John, though, it's like he scared me for so long. I got to know him. Different guy completely. I don't know. He's way different now. Way different now.
He's zenned out.
Yes.
All right, Gibby asked, hashtag Ask the 8-Ball, should Gibby upgrade his phone this weekend? That's a great question. Most likely. There you go, Gibby. Treat yourself. Raven Dantes goes, bad Marshall, Tim is a national treasure. Oh, we're all making jokes this morning. That's cute. Sean goes, I've got 2 bathrooms with 3-inch outlet toilets, the inspector said. These toilets are the future, practically uncloggable.
We'll send Aaron.
Aaron is actually from Minnesota.
Let's test it. I want to test this theory.
We're going to hook Sean up with Aaron when Aaron goes and visits Minnesota, and we're going to see if Aaron can clog these toilets up.
You know what? I have faith in him.
In who?
Aaron.
Oh, I was going to say the pipes.
No.
The Aaron, yeah.
There's not a match for Aaron. Can you check the car question again?
All right, fine. Oh, we'll do it for Tony. Should Tony get a new car this weekend? It is certain.
Ooh.
Okay, it feels a lot better now.
What are you looking at? Do you have something in mind?
What about grabbing a car at Chatham Parkway Toyota? I'm going to be broadcasting live there with Bob 106.9 this coming Saturday.
There you go.
Starting at 10 a.m. Or what about grabbing a car at our good friends at Southern Motors Honda? What other car dealerships are on the air with us?
Here, let me look. We've got Granger Honda.
Oh, I love Granger Honda. You could be driving a Honda. Exactly, Gibby.
O.C. Welch, he's on with us.
Oh, Tony goes, maybe a Toyota now. Yeah. My next car is going to be a Toyota Tacoma. I'm going to get the sport Toyota Tacoma. I want it in like a darker gray.
Okay.
I want badass tires on it. Yeah. They don't have to be like ridiculous. Or actually, I want badass rims on it. The tires, I don't care how big they are. I don't need a rope to get into my truck. But yeah, I'm a truck guy. I'm going to become a truck guy.
Man. I get it.
Sean goes, go to Southern Motors Honda and see Andy Pigman. Pigman?
Ooh, Santa Fe. I looked at Santa Fe when I was looking for cars. I liked it.
I drove a Tucson for quite a long time.
Or even Dante's. From salad boy to truck guy.
Yeah, what's up? I'm actually having a salad tonight. I've been off the salads for the last 3-4 days. I treated myself too much, so back to salads tonight.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't do an enclave. This thing sucks, says Wanda. All right. Yeah, the Santa Fe is just it's the next level up from the Tucson.
Yeah,
because they have 3 ranges of SUVs now. They have the Santa Fe, they have the Tucson, and they got the Kona. The Kona is like it's a sedan, but they just like made it a little bit taller so it looks like an SUV. My friend's wife drives one. She loves it, but she's also like 5'3",
yeah,
and like 100 pounds. And Dave's wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gibby, salad trucker. Sounds like a weird porn. Name me your porn tape. All right, guys. Once again, go ahead and drop us some Magic 8-Ball questions if you want something answered. We've already gotten someone a new car, a new cell phone this weekend, all sorts of good stuff. And this weekend, I don't plan on doing much. Someone's singing in the hallway here. Cool. But yeah, this weekend, I don't plan on doing much. I'm going to go check out Quiet Place Part 2 on Friday.
Okay.
I think depending on how Friday goes, I'm going to try to do an early screening.
All right. Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the forecast over the next like 8 days. It's like 70% rain every single day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked the other day and it looked, I didn't see how far out, but it did look like there was a lot of rain in the forecast. Yep. Rain through pretty much next Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm hoping Saturday we get like at least a couple hours of sun, at least in the afternoon, so I can just sit out at the pool and fry myself.
Yesterday was just miserable humidity-wise. It was like 80 degrees, but it felt like 105.
It was the worst day we've had this year.
This sucked.
Well, that was the thing, too, is so me and A-Dub, we go down and do a meeting at Trustee's Garden for our 20th anniversary show. A-Dub is wearing jeans, tennis shoes, a button-up, long-sleeve shirt, and a suit jacket.
Oh, jeez.
And we're outside for like 5 seconds. He's like pouring sweat. I'm like, you should take your jacket off, bro. You're dying. You're going to die.
All right, got about 3.5 minutes.
Iceberg trucker. Okay, I like that one better, Sean. Kotter, so you're going to get quizzed in the face today. I haven't revealed it yet, but there was a big story last night on TMZ that that Bam Margera now has a restraining order against him from the director of the Jackass films. His name is Jeff Tremaine.
Right.
He directed the Motley Crue film on Netflix. So Bam sent threatening messages to Jeff Tremaine, threatening his children because Bam said that Jeff Tremaine owes him money. So, in honor of happier times with Jackass, we are going to do a Jackass 1, 2, or 3 quizzed in the face. So, I'm going to give you the name of the stunt, and I'll give you the description of the stunt. And you just need to tell me which movie it came from. Jackass 1, 2, or 3.
Now, I've seen all the movies. I've seen them multiple times.
Of course you have.
I will not be able, I'm not going to do well. This will be total guesses on probably all 10 of these.
Yeah, so last night I was sitting outside with my wife. I was drinking the only beer I had left in the house, which was a Busch Light. I know.
How are you out of beer?
I'm essentially out of beer.
Okay.
I've got some like beers that have been sitting in the back of my fridge, which I just refuse to touch.
Same thing.
Yeah, I've got some like guest beers that have just made it into my fridge. I need to go get some beer. But yeah, I was sitting at the pool last night and I tested my wife. 2 out of 10. She got 20%.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna be rough. I've been getting Tropicalia almost exclusively. Go to a bar, restaurant, get Tropicalia. Go to the grocery store, get a 6-pack of Tropicalia. Well, they had a deal on Hopsecutioner, Terrapin's IPA. You used to drink that a lot.
Sure.
It is so different from Tropicalia. The first sip was like, oh.
Yeah,
I had to relearn.
It's dank.
It's not the juicy. The Tropicalia is very juicy and very fruity.
Mm-hmm.
Hopsecutioner is not. It is just bitter and dank and hoppy.
How much did you buy of it?
They had you can get a 12-pack for like $13.
It's not bad.
So I'm like, I'll do that. And I mean, it's just that first sip because I was so used to that juicy, fruity IPA.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, whoa, what is this? I'm back into it. It's fine.
Let's see. We got about a minute before we jump back on the air, guys. Juana made a corn souffle last night. That actually sounds delicious. It's so humid right now. Great. Can't wait to go outside. Hyundai also has the Palisade. Oh, that's the rich person one. She goes, it is also too much money.
Oh, key lime cupcakes. A bottle of whiskey.
Taco Bell breakfast.
Damn.
Jesus Christ, she does sound like she killed it.
Well played.
Well, Elaine, good luck with your surgery today.
Yes.
I hope that goes really well. Hopefully, you're not on too many pain pills where you can still at least join us for tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
Or honestly, I really hope you are, because I want to see what drugged up Elaine says. Because I can imagine it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Is dank and juicy words that make Mac cringe?
Probably.
You know what? We're going to do the Book of Mac this summer, guys. We're going to find out. We're going to bring her in for like an hour segment. It's going to be ridiculous.
All right, guys. We'll be right back.
Kotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. You can also listen on the Rock 1061 app. Download that for free. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker and check us out on the website, rock1061.com. Now, before we, landed into our careers or whatever, we do job-wise full-time now, everybody had to start somewhere. We've talked about jobs we've done before. If you're not from the Midwest, detasseling may sound bizarre.
Right.
Literally one of the worst jobs you can ever have.
Yeah, detasseling corn. I was a paper boy for 7 years. Delivered your Sunday papers, the big, fat, ad-filled newspapers. I was that guy for a long time.
So I detasseled. I worked at a liquor store. One of the worst jobs I had, I was customer service for fax machines.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like people would call. You had to walk them through all the steps on how to fix it. 90% of the time, because the fax machine would have a phone on it back in the day, so they would call you from the fax machine. Mm-hmm. And the first fix was always, hey, unplug it. So half the time they'd call and it's like, hey, we're going to unplug it. Now, are you calling us from the fax machine? No, it's, whatever. And most of the time it's just unplugged it, disconnect right away, because they would just call us from the fax, unplug it, not think about it. And they would have to call back. It was one of the worst jobs ever. And then they made it even worse because we had to start trying to push products and we all had to become salespeople.
Yeah.
I hated that, despised it with a passion. So we've all had those types of jobs. And even celebrities, man, they're not, most of them aren't starting out rich and wealthy. Some are. Not all of them, so they got to start somewhere. So we found this list of pre-fame jobs for some random celebrities. Hugh Grant cleaned out toilets at IBM in London.
Yeah, that's a terrible job. I've never had to clean toilets for a living, but good for Hugh Grant for doing that.
Did you ever have a job where you had to clean out a toilet, though, even if it wasn't your main gig?
No. I think my worst job was I worked at CVS overnights when I first moved to Las Vegas. I just needed a gig to help because I was working part-time in radio and I just didn't have enough money. And because, radio, heads up, doesn't pay a lot. But yeah, that was the worst job. But thankfully, if I had to clean a toilet at CVS, dude, I'd quit.
When I worked at the liquor store, I usually worked, Friday night, Saturday night.
Oof.
Dude. So it was a small town, nothing to do. People would come in drunk, people would come in, whatever. Multiple times. Had to clean the floor, the walls, the toilet. It was the worst part about
From the window to the walls?
From the window to the walls.
Okay.
Yeah, all of it. All of it. I wouldn't recommend it. Sandra Bullock was once a dog groomer. You go to school for that? I mean, you're just not walking into a store. It's like, can I groom dogs?
Yeah, it's like going to beautician school, but for dogs. Is there one for that? I think you just learn on the job.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, you go in, it's like, here's some shears, go to town.
I just think you watch one YouTube video and then suddenly you're a dog groomer. Maybe 2 videos.
Willem Dafoe. This is a job. I mean, Willem Dafoe, I'm just basing it off of roles I've seen him in. Seems like a weird guy.
Yeah.
An intense guy. This job does not surprise me. He bound Penthouse and Hustler magazines at a factory in the Midwest.
That actually sounds like a job I'd love to do.
It'd be interesting. I don't know, maybe. I mean, you're perusing the material?
Do you think he was sitting down the whole time?
Maybe.
Yeah, I hope so.
Paul Rudd, I can see this, was a DJ at bar mitzvahs.
Well, they get off the chain. Get real wild, those bar mitzvahs. You were a wedding DJ for a minute.
Yes.
Kind of the same thing.
I'm glad I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I never did weddings here. I mean, we got a buddy that does it over in South Carolina.
Yeah.
You can charge almost whatever you want. It's stupid.
Yeah.
How much money you can charge. Central Illinois, you're not charging $1,000 a wedding. I think the most we got was maybe $500. I mean, it's still decent money.
Right.
But then you got the stress of this being that, that couple's big day. And one screw up, and it's all downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Once we quit, I'm like, the stress level, the weight off my shoulders was immense.
Yeah, our buddy does it in Hilton Head, and he makes thousands and thousands of dollars.
James Brown, Godfather's soul, once shined shoes outside of a radio station in Augusta, Georgia. Got rich. He bought it. I'm guessing the radio station?
Yeah, he bought the radio station.
That is awesome.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually going to be shining shoes outside our radio station starting at 10 o'clock this morning.
For tips?
Kind of my side hustle, yeah.
All right, I've got more of this list coming up next. If you ever had any, interesting jobs when you were younger, hit us up on the chat or with the text 800-394-1061. Latest from the Royal Blood. This is Typhoons on Rock 1061.
So Royal Blood is going to be playing the Shaky Knees Festival in, I think it's in October of this year over in Atlanta. I'm definitely going to that.
Yeah, I just hate going to Atlanta. That's the only problem there. I just hate Atlanta. Hate driving to Atlanta, in Atlanta.
So Charles just hit me up. He just shot me a text. That's him and his son. Or not him and his son. It's two guys that work for him, pressure washing.
Oh, nice.
He goes, that's how I pressure wash.
Marshall will be touching himself to that later.
It's all rainy and crappy out, dude. I do need to pressure wash my driveway. It is. I looked at it last time. I'm like, this is just terrible. Brennan just wrote, get hype, Roll Blood melts.
Yeah, I love everything I've heard off of this album so far. I really like it.
Oh, Engineer Tim just dropped a comment. One of my worst jobs was redacted restaurant name on Bonabella. Started in mid-August. The kitchen had no AC and nearly everything was steamed or fried. The kitchen was the single hottest place I've ever been. Oh, my God. Gibby, you're out early? All right.
Gibby, have a good day, man.
We'll allow it.
Have a good day, man.
Sean, is it your birthday? Getting horny from smoked meats? Yeah, I guess it is his birthday. Hot damn. Happy freaking birthday, Sean.
All right, we got about 2 minutes. We'll finish up this list and we'll get into some Hefe.
Let's check in on Hefe.
Yeah, how's Hefe doing?
He is hiding behind the unicorn avocado. So here's the thing. I was at Walmart the other day.
Yeah.
You're familiar with SpongeBob SquarePants, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So he has like a little house, or there's like a little there's a SpongeBob like cave that you can buy.
Okay.
I'm thinking about buying it for Hefe.
Okay, I like that.
I would probably replace the avocado unicorn because it seems to be growing algae, and no matter how much I clean it, I can't stop it to growing algae for some reason. His tank is for the most part clean, so I think I'm gonna get him a little cave.
All right.
All right, guys. So once again, we're going to wrap up our pre-fame celebrity talk here in just a few moments. After that, we'll have Hefe pick a new song for us between Fozzy and Full Beat, and then we'll play some trivia for some 20th anniversary tickets. And we'll wrap up the show with Quiz in the Face and Marshall's Music News. Got some new news on Bad Wolves. They have a brand new lead singer. Going to be talking about Three Doors Down. They're doing a big 20th anniversary of one of their albums tour. And, of course, Seether's going to be part of that for a couple of the tour dates. Charles just dropped a comment. One of my worst jobs was when I was 14. My buddy and I washed in Kamoi?
I don't know what that word
I'll say waxed every car on the lot for Fuller Oldsmobile. Ooh. Obviously, not a car guy.
All right, guys, be right back.
Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. So we're talking jobs celebrities had before they became famous. I'll also talk about some of the jobs we had. One I forgot about is I worked at Walmart for about 6 years. No, 6 months.
Years?
6 months. 6 months. I was about 20 years old. So it was younger me. And the job itself wasn't bad, but there were just weird things. It was like cult-like. So when you would sign in every day, or clock in every day, there was a picture of Sam Walton at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, now when you clock in, you had like your name badge was, how you swiped in. And they're like, make sure your name is facing Sam. He likes to see you check in every day. So I usually worked at night. So one day I was working the mornings and it was open. And they're like, all right, we need somebody from every department to come up front. And I worked in the electronic department. So I'm like, I'm the only one here. I guess I'll go up front. So I go up front. And they have this massive pep rally every morning.
Yeah, I thought they did that actually everywhere.
So weird. And then they're like, all right, everybody, before we go out to work, it's time for the Walmart cheer. I'm like, Walmart cheer? There's a cheer? And like, give me a W. And everyone's like, W. Give me an A. And I mean, it's just like, everybody was way too into this.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah.
I left there and worked at Musicland.
I think that was probably for the best.
It was.
I've heard about those Walmart like opening day cheers sections, and that's strange.
Because I never seen it before. I had no idea it was a thing, so it just completely caught me off guard. All right. Also on this list, we've got Lucy Lawless, of course, played Xena, Warrior Princess.
That's right.
She was a gold miner in Australia.
I don't think she could be any sexier to me. Xena Warrior. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? She's a gold miner. Oh. Amazing.
I mean, it's one of those jobs that I'm like, is that even still a thing? I mean, wasn't that from like, the 1800s?
In Australia, things are weird down there.
There are a few.
It's down under.
They're a few centuries behind. Ashton Kutcher swept floors at a General Mills factory.
He actually probably should go back to doing that. I've had enough of Ashton Kutcher, man.
Harrison Ford, of course, famously was a carpenter. I mean, they've made a big deal about that, him getting into Star Wars, and how he met people is because he was, doing carpentry work for other directors, and he got introduced to other people.
I feel like Harrison Ford got a lot of action as a carpenter. Like, he's a good-looking dude, especially when he was younger, too. I mean, like, he probably walked into places and, like, yeah.
Harrison Ford, I don't think ever has not gotten a lot of action. I mean, I don't know. I can't say I wouldn't put out if I met him.
Right, you would definitely.
I would. It's Han Solo. I'm putting out.
You'd be like, pew pew pew, all over me, all over me.
All right, last one we'll go over. This is my favorite one. Danny DeVito. He was a beautician.
He did nails.
Hair, makeup,
little face mask thing.
Did he have a step stool?
Yeah.
I just you go in, get the hair done, get your nails done, whatever, and then there's Danny DeVito.
Danny's what is he? He's 4'11", right? I mean, he's close to midget status.
Yeah, he's a short man. So I think that's I can't picture it, but it's awesome at the same time.
Would you want Danny DeVito to do your nails?
Only if he was playing Frank Reynolds from Always Sunny. If he was that character doing it, I'm 100% in.
Him and a rum ham right next to him.
All right, coming up next, Hefe 2, the new music band of Fish, is picking some new music. He's selecting from Fozzy or Volbeat. That choice is coming up next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Oh, Sean said I worked at Walmart for 3 years. I worked in the lube center.
Squiggly. Yeah. I forgot about that. So give me an A, give me a W, give me an A, give me an L, and then the hyphen in the middle. They would give me a squiggly, and they would do this. Squiggly!
Oh, my God.
What is going on?
I'm actually surprised you didn't throw out your back right there. Swingers.
There's definitely a squiggly.
The Walmart in Sebastian, Florida is like a damn swingers club. Everyone is banging everyone. Like,
Damn.
the workers? Did you get some action? Congrats on the sex, I guess. You had to do the squiggly. Ooh,
yeah, I forgot. And the squiggly. Because Walmart when I worked at Walmart, one of the night managers would always let me leave early because I was doing radio at the time and I did the weekend, the overnight stuff. So she was the one that always wanted me to play Ain't My Bitch for her.
Mhm.
You know, so it's like anytime she let me leave early, the first thing I did was play Ain't My Bitch for her. I don't know if she was ever listening, but still.
Dude, Lucy Lawless. I mean, she was, I think she was most recently in Ash versus Evil Dead. That ended like 2 years ago. She was still crazy hot then.
Yes.
Lucy Lawless is a beautiful woman. Wasn't Kurt Warner a grocery clerk before he became the Super Bowl quarterback? He
Something like
was.
that,
yeah,
yeah.
he actually was bagging groceries. And then he flew to do his first audition to become an NFL quarterback. So I actually heard a great podcast where Kurt Warner was on. I think it was Part of My Take. They had Kurt Warner on, and they talked about how Kurt Warner was this close to going to the Chicago Bears and signing with the Chicago Bears. But it turns out his wife wouldn't let him do it. So the day the Chicago Bears wanted him to come in was his wedding day. So he actually told the Chicago Bears, yes, I'll be there. He told his wife, or his soon-to-be wife, she looked at him and said, that's our wedding day. So he actually was like, oh, no. He called the Bears. He's like, okay, I could be there a couple days after. And then he looks at, and like he hangs up, looks at his wife, and his wife's like, we'll be in Cancun. So are you going to miss our honeymoon as well? So the third time, he calls it back. Bear's like, okay, fine. Yeah, after the honeymoon. Cool. Apparently, they missed a flight, or he got really sick.
No.
And that's the reason why Kurt Warner won a championship with the Rams and not the Bears. It was a great interview. That was within the last couple of months that Kurt Warner did that.
It just kind of fits nicely into the quarterback history of the Chicago Bears.
Of course it does. Ooh. Elaine just threw out the whole Walmart chant, and that is disturbing. Squiggly.
It was I only worked mornings that one time. It was the only time I had to do the chant. But Elaine, it was so weird. I mean, make sure your name's facing Sam. He likes to see you check in every day. And
Isn't he dead?
Yeah, he was dead at the time.
Oh wait, he was dead at the time.
I think so. Well, I don't know, but maybe not. But anyway, regardless, it was weird. And I mean, I was like, okay, that's bizarre. And there were some people who were really into working for Walmart. I mean, they absolutely love it. Hey, cool. It's awesome. You love your job. But yeah, the Walmart cheer thing was the most bizarre thing. Oh, do they still do it? I'm assuming.
They definitely have to do that.
And it's funny because, I mean, so I worked, it was electronics. So we, had like the cassettes and CDs because, it was back a long time ago.
Right.
I never got trained on anything. There was never any training. It was just like, all right, you work in this department.
Cool.
So I'm like, cool. I'd ring people in, I'd answer some questions, and then I spent a majority of my 6 months alphabetizing CDs and cassettes because I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
It was just like you would have to go back, and there was a lot of harassment training, safety training, that you did like on a computer, and you had to do all that kind of stuff.
Right.
There was a lot of that. So you'd go back and do some of that, but I never had any on-floor training outside of how to run the register.
Yeah, I mean, I think I worked at the paint department at Farm and Fleet, which is just a hardware store back in the Midwest, and I don't think they showed me once how to use the paint machine, like how to match colors, and then how to make it. That's it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then that's it. And then I spent the majority of my time either facing spray paint cans or going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just took poops the entire time.
Yeah, I finally got to the point where I'm just like, I can't do this anymore, and I ended up getting a job over at Musicland, aka Sam Goody. Basically same thing over in the mall, and that job was fun just because I was working in radio and I was way into music, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. Coming up next, Hefe picks a new music song for us. Let's check it on Hefe. How's Hefe? There he is. There he is. There's our little boy. Good morning, Hefe.
The Hawks advance.
Yeah, the Atlanta Hawks beat the Knicks last night. Trae Young is insane. At least he was in that series. See what happened at the Lakers game? I don't think it was last night. I think it was the night before, but Anthony Davis is injured.
Right.
So, which was he's like the number 1 guy, number 2 guy for the Lakers. He's injured, so it was just LeBron, and the Lakers got blown out by like 30 points. 5 minutes left in the game. Lakers are down by like 20 points. LeBron James walks off the...
What?
Just goes to the back. And like, no matter if he was injured or whatever, apparently his ankle is sore, and they say he went back to do treatment. 5 minutes left in the game. You stick your ass on that court, and you watch the game with your guys, even if you can't play.
I'm sorry. You I don't know. That's pathetic.
I mean, LeBron James sucks so hard. I'm sorry. Like, he's one of the best basketball players ever, but he's one of the worst teammates in the history of basketball.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guy play like that.
All right, we got about 2.5 minutes. Gonna have Hefe choose a song. We got a couple. We'll do some samples so you can hear what the songs sound like.
What up? Morning, Dennis. Sean goes, I'm sorry, politics aside, but he seems like a sore loser bitch. Yeah, with LeBron, yeah, I don't. We'll leave politics out of it. Elaine says Walmart had a 10-foot rule too. I will walk by people that work there now and say 10-foot rule if they don't say hello to me. If you come within 10 feet of someone, you have to say like.
I don't remember that. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a thing. I just don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, LeBron is a baby back bitch. Well, you know what? We'll leave it there. All right, coming up here in about 90 seconds, guys, Hefe's going to pick a new music song for us. It's going to be between Fozzy and Volbeat today.
Charles is very right. Bill Laimbeer would have made LeBron his
Jesus Christ.
bitch.
I mean, Isaiah Thomas, and he's like 5'2". He would have made LeBron his bitch, playing as hard as they did. What do you got going on today, man? What are you doing after the show?
Scheduling music, as I'm still falling behind a little because of the weekend.
Yep.
And then got some stuff to do for the golf tournament. We're the one that they moved from Canada to Ridgeland. We're going to be doing some stuff on our sister station Rewind, so I got to get some stuff produced there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my focus today. And then I am napping, going home, and I'm napping.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely, it's a nap day for sure.
It's been an unsuccessful week so far.
Dennis Spud Webb would have also made his bitch. I love it. Also recently heard an interview with Muggsy Bogues. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Like the shortest basketball player. Yeah. Heard a great interview with him recently too. So I've been like really just jamming on sports podcasts when I get a moment, like big time, like when I'm pressure washing, which I've been doing a lot of. Yeah, I've been jamming on sports podcasts.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Hop on that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. It is time for Hefe 2, the new music beta fish, to select a new song for us. And I'm really interested in his choices today. We've got brand new Fozzy. It's called Sane, or Volbeat, Wait a Minute, My Girl. Now, I still find the history of Fozzy just interesting. Started out being called Fozzy Fosborn or Fozzy Osborne or whatever it was. And they're basically a cover band. Dropped the cover thing, and then all their music sounded like 80s hair metal. And then they kind of came into their own within the past few years. And I mean, I think the high point, Judas, which is the song Chris uses as his entrance theme for AEW.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the band has really matured a lot.
Yeah, the band has gotten a lot better over the last few years, over the last few albums. I'm excited for this new song. I got a chance to listen to it and actually watch the video. They do an entire video on a roller coaster for this entire thing. It's kind of fun.
All right, here's a bit of Fozzy's new tune called Sane.
It's pretty fun, man. pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm excited to see him in October.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, it'll be my fault because whenever there's a Fozzy show that I plan on going to, something happens.
Right.
And the show gets canceled.
Yeah, so if Fozzy doesn't play Savannah, it's going to be, hand up, your fault.
I will own it because I've tried to see him like 4 times.
Yeah.
And every time the show's been canceled. But I am excited to see that show in October. His other choice, brand new tune from Volbeat. I love this band, and we're talking about it a bit ago. They've kind of gone in this rockabilly-ish direction, and this new song is no different, man. It's only like 2 minutes and 15 seconds long. Super short and to the point. Includes saxophone and piano.
Ooh, sexy saxophone?
Oh, sexy.
Oh.
It's called Wait a Minute, My Girl. I'm telling you, it reminded me of Eddie's Hot Patootie, Bless My Soul, in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it's not a bad thing.
It's really interesting. I actually kind of want to hear both the songs today,
I know.
But we can only play one, and this is Hefe's job. So we have the live stream. If you are watching, you'll see Hefe on the live stream right now. On the left-hand side of the tank, Fozzy will be represented. On the right-hand side of the tank, it'll be Volbeat. So I'm going to give Hefe the signal. Hefe! All right, Hefe is off to the races. Immediately goes to the right-hand side where Volbeat was. Now he's heading in the middle, heading over to the Fozzy side. Hefe, he's thinking about this.
It's a tough choice. I mean, he's not going to take this decision lightly. He takes his job very serious.
Mm-hmm. And he's definitively on the left-hand side. The majority of him is. So I'm going to go ahead and say Fozzy, Sane, is the choice of the day.
All right, thank you, Hefe, too. Brand new stuff from Fozzy. Tune is called Sane. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, thanks, Hefe. Check in on him one more time. How you doing, boy? Good boy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy him. Oh, did you buy the filters yet?
Yes, I got to them last week, so I'll bring them in.
Cool. Mole meat is too poppy. I'll go with Fozzy. Well, there you go. Hefe feels the same way.
Yeah.
Mole meat. Let's see. Everyone likes that comment. All right, guys, coming up next, we got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by us. Brought to you by us right now. So I actually think we're going to have a new sponsor for trivia here in the next week or so. So that's actually positive news. Oh, shoot.
All right.
I just accidentally deleted something.
Oh.
And there we go.
Where's my trivia? There it is.
Let's see. Headphones are here, and then I got to put my stopwatch out. Got another 2.5 minutes, guys, before we hit up some trivia. Beautiful. We only have to wake up early one more day this week. That is so exciting for us.
It is. It is pretty nice. And then, so at the end of the month, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, it'll be best of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Universal with the family.
That's exciting, man.
I'm excited about it. First time we've gone, so very excited about that. And then we'll be in the next week. And then you're out the week after the 4th.
Right. Yep.
So we'll be the best of that week as well.
I celebrate America harder than anyone, so I really need some time off.
So we'll be out that week as well. So we will have some best ofs coming up at the end of this month, early July.
And it's almost every damn day, guys, where we're doing better and better on the stream. So our community still continues to grow. So once again, thanks for everyone coming and hanging out every single morning with us on the live stream. This is... when it comes to ratings for radio in like a market like us, so Savannah, we're a diary market, right? So people send out books and they have to write stuff. Anyway, I won't bore you with it, but we don't really know how well we're doing. We only get ratings twice a year. So it's always good to see even our online community grow the way it is. So it's awesome to see the numbers come in each day. I get a report each day of how our streams do, and we're going up every day. Our average is going up. Our time spent with us, like minute-wise with you guys, is going up. So it's always cool to see. Marshall, America, F yeah. Yeah, Cotter's going to see Harry Potter. You're gonna. I've done butter beers there. I don't know if they do like alcoholic butter beers. Do they?
I don't know. I know we're gonna try the butter beers, but yeah, doing the Harry Potter thing. Both of my kids have been big Harry Potter fans. Books we read to them when they were younger, and then they have obviously took over and read them on their own. So finally getting down there to see it. So I'm excited. I think it'll be fun.
So they sell two different types of wands. They sell like a regular wand, and they sell like an interactive wand. So you can actually go up to certain things and like do
I think we're
whatever.
gonna get just one interactive wand so we can do the stuff. Yeah. But that's it. We're not gonna do, hey, everybody gets one.
Yeah, interactive's like $50 and regular one's like 40.
Okay. All right, guys, be right back. Just heard some Fozzy, brand new tune called Sane, thanks to Hefe2, the new music beta fish. He selects a new song every Thursday. Now it's time to play some trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout?
7 questions, 60 seconds. Go ahead and start calling us up right now because the first person in is going to score themselves some 20th anniversary tickets from us to go check out our show on Saturday, July 3rd, 1 month from today.
That's crazy to think, man. Crazy to think a month out. So if you'd like to score tickets, play some trivia, call us now. 800-394-1061. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Rock 1061.
All right.
Check.
Here we go.
Rock 1061. Who's this? Thomas, what's up, man?
Good morning.
Good morning. Who do you want to take on today, Kotter or Marshall?
I don't know. Which one of you feel have more dumbassery this morning?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm on a level of dumbassery. I'll say I'm at a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say, I'm a 7 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with the 6. Logical.
All right, fair enough.
All right, man. All right, Thomas, here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. You know how we do this. So let's go ahead and get started. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. I do have, I only have one multiple choice question today, and it's the very first one. So listen up closely. Here we go. Michael Jordan hit his famous 1998 last shot over which Utah Jazz player? Was it Byron Russell or Karl Malone?
Karl Malone.
Incorrect. Question number 2. What ingredient makes up at least 51% of bourbon mash?
I'm not a liquor drinker.
Well, you can say pass and we can move on.
Pass, yeah.
Question number 3. Which U.S. state ignored prohibition? Was it Rhode Island or Maryland? I lied on that multiple choice thing.
Rhode Island.
Incorrect. Question number 4. Hemophobia is the fear of what?
Hemophobia, blood?
That is correct. Question number 5. How many friends are featured on the TV show Friends?
7.
Incorrect. Question number 6. The Titanic sank while on its way to what city?
Oh, shit. Oh, nope. New York?
That is correct. And our last question. What is the point value of the letter K in Scrabble?
7?
Incorrect. And that is time. Thomas, you got 2 out of 7 today, man. So, Kotter?
My dumbassery level is low.
All right. Here's the deal. Thomas, hang on the line for us. Cotter's going to make sure to grab your number.
Yep.
So here is the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Thomas got 2 out of 7 correct today.
Okay.
So we'll see how you do. There was actually 2 multiple choice questions. I was mistaken from earlier. So, Kotter, your time is going to begin after I ask the first question. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Here we go. Question number 1 is multiple choice. Michael Jordan hit the famous 1998 last shot over which Utah Jazz player? Was it Byron Russell or Karl Malone?
Oh, man. Russell?
That is correct. Question number 2. What ingredient makes up at least 51% of bourbon mash?
Corn.
Correct. Question number 3. Which U.S. state ignored prohibition? Was it Rhode Island or Maryland?
Rhode Island?
Incorrect. Question number 4. Hemophobia is the fear of what?
Blood?
Correct. Question number 5. How many friends are featured on the TV show Friends?
6.
Correct. Question number 6. The Titanic sank while on its way to what city?
New York.
Correct. And question number 7, what is the point value of the letter K in Scrabble?
K 5?
That is correct as well.
God.
Kotter, 6 out of 7 today, taking the win. But it doesn't matter. Thomas, you still get yourself those tickets to our 20th anniversary show.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got your number, man. We'll give you a call, and we'll get all the info to get you the tickets.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks,
See you
Steve.
later.
All right, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers real quick. Michael Jordan hit his famous 1998 last shot over which Utah Jazz player? That is Byron Russell.
I wouldn't have guessed either of those if it wasn't multiple choice, so I'm glad it was multiple choice.
Question number 2, what ingredient makes up at least 51% of bourbon mash? That is corn. Question number 3, which U.S. state ignored prohibition? That would be Maryland. Question number 4, hemophobia is the fear of what? That would be blood. Question 5, how many friends are featured on the TV show Friends? That is 6. The Titanic sank while on its way to what city? That would be New York. And question number 7, what is the point value of the letter K in Scrabble? It is 5.
We're back tomorrow. Another round of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Around 8:30, your chance to play and win. Rock 1061.
Have a good day, Wanda. Andrew, I love your comment. Yes. Got to ask him about weed, not alcohol. Thomas.
Fair enough. See you later, Wanda.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break. Cotter's going to edit that up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging around with us there. Kotter just wrapped up editing up Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? Congrats to Thomas, even in the loss, still scoring himself some 20th anniversary tickets. We're 1 month out from that show. Kotter, you're getting dangerously close to my record now.
Am I?
People have been taking you on like crazy. Here's where your record lands right now. You're 20 wins. You just hit the 20 mark.
Nice.
6 losses, 2 ties.
Okay.
You've definitely come back from a very rough start.
Rough start, yeah.
My record still stands at 22 wins, 4 losses, and 5 ties. So we're pretty much
right up there.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much tied now. Pretty much at this point of total plays. All right, guys. So coming up next, Kotter, are we playing it yet?
Let's see. We got about a minute.
All right, so in 1 minute, we're going to play back. Thomas goes, you're welcome. In about 1 minute, we're going to play back the audio that you guys heard live on the stream. Then we'll be obviously in commercials and stuff. And then we're going to come back top of the hour. I am quizzing Kotter in the face.
Yeah, I love the concept of the quiz, but I don't think I'm going to do well because I'm trying to think. It's like I remember bits from the movies.
Yeah.
I remember them. Couldn't tell you what movie they happened in.
So in case you didn't hear, Kotter and I do a bit called Quiz in the Face. We do it Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, he takes me on in some random quiz. I take him on in the same thing on Thursdays. Today, because of a story that came out yesterday, so Bam Margera has a restraining order placed against him because he texted the director of the Jackass films about killing his children if he doesn't pay him. Bam Margera wants his money. Apparently, he's not getting paid. Whatever. We don't know all the details, but I wanted to think of happier times of Jackass. So I was thinking about the movie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the name of a Jackass bit. Then I'm going to give you the description of the bit.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is tell me whether it's from Jackass 1, 2, or 3. None of the bits are from the TV show.
Okay.
I mean, there's no like gotcha moments here.
It's not Jackass 2.5.
Yeah, it's not Jackass 2. It's straight up. Is it Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
Okay, fair enough.
So that's all you need to tell me.
Now, like I said, I love the concept of the game. I think it's a lot of fun. But I don't know if I'll get any.
So in a couple of these instances, I have to say the word penis.
Yeah.
And butt.
Fine.
Just check in with you.
Yeah, penis and butt are fine.
Okay. I'm just making sure I have everything. Now, one of them, I have to say, they place their penis in something, which is not like I guess I could say a man places his penis inside of a vagina.
Yeah.
I could say, okay, so I could say a man places his penis inside of something else.
Yeah. I think it's fair.
All right, cool. So we're all set. I'm excited.
I think I know which one. I know what the bit is. I can't think of what movie it's from, though.
Yep. Well, there's actually a couple of those penis ones.
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough.
I don't think you know.
Fair enough.
I need to. Speaking of, I need to have our graphics guy do a quiz. A quizzed in the face screen for us, because there's a couple I just don't use on here.
Yeah.
I thought I would, but I just don't.
Yeah.
Like I don't do a solo music news one. I just never use it.
Right.
And the Be Right Back one, I just decided not to use anymore. So I can. There's actually a couple I can switch out over there. And I would actually use the solo cameras a lot more, but our stuff just doesn't work, and it's annoying. Only if I had a better computer.
Do you not like the words penis or vagina, Mac? Is that what that is? Oh, my lord, the words?
Yeah, there's some weird FCC rules. Like, you can't describe... You
could call me a dick.
I can call you a dick.
But you can't refer to a penis as...
a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. You're correct. Okay, so
2 more words. Gibby's not here.
Yeah, Gibby took off for the day. Johnny Chimpo for the quiz graphics. Actually, I kind of like that. Yeah, I got to have our guy start building out some stuff for our 20th anniversary show too. So, actually, I think I'm gonna have him make us the week of show. I'm gonna have a 20th anniversary panel done.
Oh, cool. I like
I'm
that.
gonna use the guitar pick graphic and have that done. He'll be busy this month.
All right, about a minute left in trivia, commercials, top of the hour, and then we'll get into quizzed in the face.
I'm gonna go tinkle because I've chugged 2 energy drinks this morning, so I'll be right back.
Fair enough. All right. Big thanks to everybody who's hanging out with us all morning. Nice interaction up on the stream. Always like that. I'm trying to think. This weekend, outside of Westbrook and getting some Mexican cake. It's a good question, Jeremy. Mac, what is wrong with those words? Yeah, I'm not doing much this weekend. I'm okay with that. The wife leaves Monday morning. Yeah, she's going to leave her and the youngest daughter going to Illinois. Going to spend about a week up there, and then they go to Arkansas for freshman orientation. So they'll be gone for about a week and a half, just me and the oldest, who will spend most of his time either in his room or at work, so I probably will not see him, except for when he's hungry. Just visual. Sorry, guys. Hate medical terms. Oh, Mac. Why? Mac. Okay. You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself for flatly stating you hate medical terms. Because now we know. You can't expect us not to use that information for good and or evil, depending on which side you're on. All right, so that I wrote it down. Mac hates medical terms. The creative words as a whole did that. Okay. So the diary of Mac just got way bigger. Way bigger. All right, I think trivia is done. We're now in commercials. After commercials, some White Zombie. Then we'll get into Quizzed in the Face. If you missed Torture Tuesday this past week, don't forget, you can watch it. You can go to our YouTube page. We've got a link to the Facebook pages as well. Always good stuff when we eat death nuts. We'll have one more Torture Tuesday to go before we put it on hiatus for the summer. It'll come back in the fall, so we got it a week from this coming Tuesday. We'll have our final one of the season. We don't have a Torture Tuesday in mind yet, so we should probably figure that out. I would say we'll take suggestions, but they're usually eviler than anything we come up with. But if you have a suggestion, you can go ahead and drop it in the comments. Who knows? Maybe we'll pull it off. Oh, once again, Jeremy, excellent question. Mac, do you prefer the more vulgar term or the medical term? That is an excellent, excellent question, Jeremy. Remember, Mac, anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of the Kotter and Marshall show. We learned something while you're out, Marshall. Okay. Mac just hates scientific words, scientific terms in general. That's why she doesn't like penis and vagina. Because they're scientific. She doesn't like scientific terms. Jeremy brought up an excellent question. Mac hasn't answered yet. Would you prefer saying dick over saying penis? It's a good question.
Well, she's from Alabama. Of course she doesn't like science. Well, oddly enough, she loves the word cousin.
So Mac hates medical terms. So so that just really opened up the world to a whole new the diary of Mac.
Oh, how about this?
Diary of Mac just got way bigger.
So my friend is a nurse.
Yeah.
She actually described this word to me, schmegma. You know what schmegma is?
Do I want to? But yes, I do.
Okay. You know what? Let me find the medical term. Marshall, Google something.
This is a legit medical term?
Yes.
Schmegma? Because it sounds like something they just made up.
Schmegma is a secretion in the folds of the skin, especially under a man's foreskin.
Oh, okay.
So my nurse friend would tell me that generally in older men, under their foreskin, they would form a gelatinous. Think of like Spam. You know, the Spam, like goo.
Yeah.
It's like that, but apparently it's darker in color, and the smell is horrific. So they would have to obviously clean off the schmegma. Yeah.
Are these like uncircumcised dudes or?
I don't know. Yes, maybe both.
They got the extra skin up there.
Yeah, and it's just not men; it's women too. So just a heads up, it's not like a. I think Mac probably just puked.
Because not only did you get the word, you got the description.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, imagine this. So me and my buddy used to work out. Like after I was doing the morning show, we'd go work out, and she would come home and just tell me random things like this. It was ugh.
Don't like the P word referring to wound parts. Mac, you're so precious. That's called from under cheese.
It's called schmegma. That is the technical term.
We're very scientific here on the show, guys. Come on.
Well, when Mac's not here, we're scientific. When Mac's here. All right, you're about to be quizzed in the face, Kotter. How much time we got left?
We've got about 4 minutes.
Oh, cool. Thomas, you call it a coochie. Spell check hits on schmagma. I don't know. I think it's with an E. Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Hold on. Let me Google again on the. Yeah, it's smegma. It's SMEGMA. EGMA. All right, guys. So we're about, what do you say, 4 minutes away?
4 minutes.
Let's go ahead and fit in a couple more 8-ball questions for the weekend or tomorrow. Make sure to hit us up. We still don't have a guest for Beer for Breakfast. I guess I should remedy that. For the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what happens when we have a guest kind of pop out. I think they popped out last Friday. Then we had, of course, the long weekend, and I wasn't doing anything then. So
no, I get it.
We'll figure that out today. But anyway, guys, if you have a Magic 8-Ball question, hashtag Ask the 8-Ball, hit us up.
And then Kevin from Service is July.
Yeah, we're pushing him out a
July
month.
2nd.
Yeah, so 4th of July weekend, we'll have Kevin from Service in studio.
I stopped by Service not that long ago, and he showed me some of the can and artwork for some of the new stuff that he was wanting to bring by. It's pretty cool. It's a completely different look for them.
Yeah.
And it was really, really neat.
Yeah, he's very excited. He initially wanted it to be ready for that first weekend of June. It's just not going to happen. So we'll actually taste those beers. They'll actually be released at that point, but we'll get them a week or two after.
That's cool.
Magic 8-Ball, does pressure washing cause schmegma? That's a great question.
Let's hope not.
Without a doubt. Ooh. Without a doubt, Charles. Dry off. Use a towel.
Pressure wash your junk afterwards.
Ooh, I told you I pressure wash, hit my foot.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoop, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's, uncomfortable.
Stings a little bit. Stings.
Final hour of the show, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. Should we get some beers just in case we don't get a guest and we have to fly just you and I?
Yeah, I got to go to Habersham today anyway.
Okay.
So. Now, the goal is I've got someone in mind. I just have to text them.
Okay.
And I think they're game. If not, I'll text a couple people. If not, I'll randomly pick a Horde member and they're just going to come in and drink beer with us.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Charles, what are you doing tomorrow? Is there anything still at the Marshall household that needs pressure washing? That's a great question.
Excellent question.
The driveway. The driveway is really the last thing. And then there's like a small run of siding on my backyard that's like along the dog runny type area. Anyway, yeah. So pretty much the driveway. That's the last thing. Magic 8-Ball. Does the Pride layout need unicorns? Oh, that's a good. I don't know. It looks pretty solid. We could probably add a unicorn in there. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what the 8-Ball says. Reply hazy. Try again. Okay.
Charles says I have those 5 homebrews if you want to sample.
Don't count on it. Okay, I guess we don't need unicorns.
I like it. It's clean, simple to the point.
Oh, speaking of, if you're hanging around, we need a 20th anniversary concert one done. I have images for it. I'll shoot them to you today. So Charles was over at my house. I think I was talking about this earlier today. We're putting in like a little butterfly fence for my wife's butterfly garden. So he has a friend who homebrews.
Okay.
And they have, I gave him a sampler pack. One of them's like a pumpkin porter.
Oh, wow.
It's like 7% and all sorts of stuff. So
I still think we need to reach out to the homebrew club and have them come in.
yeah, we should get one of those guys in. I just don't know who leads it.
I don't know. I think Vince has got to be a part of it. I think I'm in their group on Facebook. I'll see if I can track that down.
Yeah, well, Vince has got to be. He homebrews like 80 beers at a time.
Yeah. I'll see if I can hit him up on Facebook. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. As always, everyone is invited to join the Horde. That is everybody who hangs out with us each and every morning on the stream. You can watch it on Facebook. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Twitch.
So many choices.
Options, baby. It's all about the options. Should have like, follow, subscribe, whichever one you decide to check us out on. You can always listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker. And, of course, there is the website, rock1061.com. It is time for me to get quizzed in the face. I like today's quiz. I'm making a prediction now. If I get 3 right, I will be happy.
All right, so here's the deal. So yesterday on TMZ, I was looking for show stuff to talk about, and I saw the story come about. So Bam Margera has recently had a restraining order placed against him because he has threatened the lives via text message of the director of Jackass, Jeff Tremaine's children. I was like, wow, this story's crazy. When you think of Jackass, I just think of so many happy memories. So let's go back to some happy memories. So Kotter, today for Quizzed in the Face, I'm going to give you one of the stunts the guys does in the movies.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm going to give you an explanation of what that stunt is. And you just need to tell me, is it from Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
I've seen all of these movies. I've seen them multiple times. But I don't know if I could tell you what stunt happens in what movie, man. It's not like there's a plot line to follow. It's just them doing stupid stuff.
It's true. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Once again, Kotter's getting quizzed in the face.
Okay.
Once again, this is just Jackass 1, 2, or 3. So here we go. This one's called The Butt X-Ray. This is where Ryan Dunn placed a toy car into his anus, then goes to get an X-ray. Was that a Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
I totally remember all this happening. That seems, I'm going to say that was from Jackass 1.
That is correct. Congratulations.
It seemed like, I don't want to say it's a smaller scale stunt because you're shoving something up your butt, but it seemed like they got bigger and more outrageous as the movies went.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it seemed like a level 1, movie 1 type of stunt.
Well, speaking of bigger, let's go ahead and go to the other side of the human body.
Oh, no.
This stunt was called Puppet Show. Chris Pontius's penis is placed in a puppet in order to entice a snake to bite it. Now, that was in Jackass 1, 2, or 3.
Was this one of like the first opening features in one of the movies?
I don't know.
I want to say it was. I remember this one. I'm going to say Jackass 2.
You are quite the Jackass connoisseur. Kotter coming right out the gate, 2 for 2. Congratulations
falling
on
apart
that.
from here.
All right, number 3, Kotter. Let's go to this fantastic stunt.
Okay.
Entitled Poo Volcano. Dave England's butt is in the center of a miniature forest and is shooting up feces symbolizing a volcano. Now, was that a Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
I don't completely remember that bit. So I'm going to say, because I've seen the first one the least amount of times, I'm going to say it's Jackass 1.
Sadly.
Bummer.
Sadly, yeah. That was actually in Jackass 3.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that one.
All right, moving over to number 4. This one is Dildo Bazooka. I'm not even going to give you the explanation of this. Just know that it was in slow motion. Was that in Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to say 2.
Kotter, you are sadly wrong again.
Told you this is where I fell apart.
On that one, yeah, you did not get that one. One more.
What movie was it from?
Sorry, that was from Jackass 3.
Okay.
All right, so let's do one more, and then we'll take a break. Once again, we're quizzing Kotter in the face. This is easy. You just have to say
so
whether
easy.
this Jackass stunt was done in Jackass 1, 2, or 3. The fifth one, naked wee man. A stark naked wee man walks into an unrelated business meeting. Is that from Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, I just remembering all these bits. It's so good. I want to say I'm going to say number 1.
That is incorrect.
Dang
that is
it.
from Jackass number 2.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I told you. I started strong, falling apart. If I get 3, I'm happy. All I got to do is get 1 out of 5 in the next half, and I'm pretty good. All right. We got more of Quizzed in the Face. That is coming up next. Hopefully, you guys are doing better than me. Bring me the horizon. This is Teardrops, Kotter, and Marshall. Rock 106.1.
I love it. Yeah, dildo bazooka. A dildo is shot from a gun and filmed in slow motion.
So funny. I mean, it's like the show is so simple, and that's what made it so awesome. It's just, you could tell the guys are just close friends doing stupid things to each other. Except for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could tell they're close friends. They're just doing dumb things to each other, and that's what made it work. You couldn't do it if the guys weren't close.
Yeah.
You know, if it was just like, let's cast this show, you couldn't do that. I mean, the fact that they all knew each other and stuff like that, I think, is what made that show and the movies work.
Yeah, and nothing is mean-spirited. That's the best thing about the show. And
it's really not.
Nothing at all in this show is mean-spirited. It's all for the jokes. It's all for the stunts. So that's why Jackass, those 3 movies are flawless in my eyes.
I agree. I 100% agree.
I think you're going to be able to watch Jackass 1, 2, and 3, and you'll be able to watch them forever, and you'll laugh every single time.
Are you worried with Jackass 4? You're just going to look at everybody and be like, you're too old to do this, guys. It just doesn't. Is it going to take something away from it, or is it still going to be good?
No, it's still going to be great.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going to be like every one. I'm going to cringe even harder because now that I'm older, I can only imagine how I'm going to feel when they do these crazy stunts. And I'm like, I don't know how they do it. I wouldn't be able to walk probably for 2 weeks after it.
Yeah, I'm surprised Johnny Knoxville can stand upright.
Johnny Knoxville said it's his last Jackass film. He said he can't do no more.
It's got to be. I mean, I 100% get it. I mean, he did that. What movie did he do with the theme park?
Action Park.
I mean, where it was, a combo of, we're going to do real life stunts with a script. And some of that stuff is like, why? You didn't need to do that. You have a stunt guy. It is okay, man.
I wish they would do another Bad Grandpa film, or what was it called? I think it was just called Bad Grandpa.
I don't remember. Is that
or was that the Robert De Niro one?
That might be the Robert De Niro movie. I don't remember. I never saw that one because I was just like, I don't know if I could watch. Is the whole movie with him in that character?
Yeah, and it's kind of a scripted thing with stunt pieces.
Oh,
so
okay,
yeah,
okay.
it is really, really funny.
Okay, because I haven't watched it because I'm like, I just don't know if that looks good.
Yeah, trust me. Of all the stupid crap that you watch and rewatch, watch that movie.
Fair enough.
Kotter's the man who recently rewatched all of Quantum Leap. So you know what? You got time.
I'm in season 4 on Frasier. Because it was funny. I forgot how good Frasier was.
Christ.
Frasier,
Yeah.
I mean, Frasier, it's like, I expected, because it's been so long since I watched it, I expected it to be more higher brow comedy than it is. It's not. It's just very farcical. It's very over the top. It's awesome.
All right, so we got 5 more for Quiz in the Face, and then we're going to wrap up the show today with Marshall's Music News. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
All right, guys, be right back. Niles is fantastic. Just hanging out, getting quizzed in the face. What are you doing on Thursday morning? All right, so I did okay in the first half of Quizzed in the Face. Describe what this is again, because I love the concept of this.
Yeah, so there was some weird news coming out of the Jackass camp yesterday where Bam Margera got a restraining order placed upon him by the director of the Jackass film because Bam threatened his children. Obviously, not a good thing.
Not cool, Bam.
I wanted to look to happier times. So today's Quiz in the Face is really simple. What I did was I took the name of one of their stunts and then a description, and then all Kotter has to do is tell me whether it's from Jackass 1, 2, or 3. Currently, you're 2 out of 5, Kotter.
Yeah, I started out really strong. I got the first 2 right, was feeling really good about myself, and then I went 0 for 3 to finish out the 5. Now, like I said ahead of time, I just want to get 3 right, and I'll feel okay about myself. Anything over that is cake, so I'm ready. Bring it on.
Here's number 6 out of the 10 we're going to ask you today. This stunt was called Ass Kicked by Girl. Ryan Dunn fights Japanese female kickboxer Naoko Kumaga. So was that Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to say Jackass 1.
That is correct, Kotter.
right.
Congratulations.
All right. I'm good now. Everything else is cake. Bring it on.
All right. Here is number 7. This stunt was called How to Milk a Horse. Johnny Knoxville and Chris Pontius take care of a horse, and then Pontius drinks. What happens? Kotter, did that happen in Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to say, oh, man. I remember the bit. I remember it. I'm going to say it was Jackass 2.
That is correct. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Coming out of the gate once again, very, very hot.
And then I'll go for 3 to finish it.
All right. Number 8. This one was entitled Off-Road Tattoo. Jeff Tremaine gives Steve-O a tattoo of a smiley face on his arm in the back of a Humvee with Henry Rollins driving over rough ground at high speed. Did that happen in Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
3.
That is incorrect.
Okay. All right.
Incorrect,
All
sadly.
right.
That was Jackass 1.
Was it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, all right. So number 9. This one was entitled Apple of My Ass. A pig eats an apple out of Preston Lacey's, behind. Did that happen in Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to say it's 2.
That is incorrect.
Yep, falling apart.
That was
falling apart.
Jackass 3
Okay.
that happened. And finally, Kotter, ending Quizzed in the Face with one of my favorite Jackass stunts ever. This one was called Terror Taxi. Danger Aaron is lured into a prank where he thinks he is pranking a random cab driver by posing as a terrorist, but the rest of the gang is pranking him by having an actor, it was Jay from Super Troopers, play a driver who retaliates against the terrorist. The gang also convinces Aaron to wear a fake beard made out of the group's pubic hair.
It's one of the all-time greatest bits they've ever done.
All right, so Kotter, was that Jackass 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, man, I don't remember. I'm going to say it was Jackass. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to go 2. 2.
That is correct.
Okay.
Woo. Congratulations. Hitting 50% on the Jackass 1, 2, or 3 quiz today.
I'll take that. All right, more Quizzed in the Face next week. Do that every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget, 20th anniversary shows coming up a month from today, Saturday, July 3rd, Trustees Garden in Savannah. You've got Filter, you've got Sponge, you've got Puddle of Mud as your headliner. You've got 2 local bands with Whale Boat and, of course, Lilac. Now, we're running out of the $25 GA tickets. I mean, we're talking today, tomorrow, maybe Saturday.
By the end of the weekend, they're gone.
So if you want to get in for $25, get those tickets now. You can get them online at rock1061.com or etix.com. Coming up next, last half an hour of the show, got Marshall's music news coming up. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out once again. I like that quiz. That was fun.
That was fun. I like that a lot.
That one was just, I literally could not think of anything yesterday. It was really killing me.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw that story, I'm like, okay, this one's doable.
I like it.
I'm not going to say I put a lot of time in it, but it was good.
All right. Which story do you want to do first?
I think the biggest story is probably going to be that Bad Wolf story. So let's do Bad Wolves, and then we'll just go right down the line and where I have them. So we'll do Bad Wolves, Courtney Love, and then end with 3 Doors Down.
Okay.
All right, guys. Tomorrow on the show, we have Beer for Breakfast with a special guest to be determined. We'll hopefully figure that out pretty early this morning.
We'll get to that.
So we'll get to that. And then Fire Away Friday is also tomorrow. And then actually this weekend, there's not a ton going on. If there's something going on, please someone on the chat correct me. But I can't think of any big, there's not a big UFC fight. NBA and NHL playoffs continue. Cool. Honestly, I don't know too much else that's going on this weekend.
Yeah, nothing I'm aware of.
If you're looking to get out of the house tonight, I'm hosting bingo over at the Draft Room in Berwick, right off 17, right inside that Kroger Plaza. It used to be Fuddruckers, and it was called the Savannah Beer Room, or I don't know. It's called something. It was weird. Anyway, it used to be Fuddruckers.
Did it used to be Fuddruckers?
Yeah.
Oh,
I went there and actually had Fuddruckers.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, but so anyway, the Draft Room at Berwick, it's on 17, right next to that Kroger. stop by and play some bingo tonight. I'll be out there starting at 7 o'clock. You out anywhere tonight?
No, not. I'm done with trivia and bingo for the week.
Nice.
All right, let's see. What song do we want to hear?
I mean, Zombie's the big one.
Yeah, we got that coming up, though, in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's got it coming up at like almost 11, so I didn't want
What else we got?
Hear Me Now, which is their song with Diamante. Killing Me Slowly, Learn to Walk Again, Remember When, and Sober.
Well, let's do the Diamante one. Hear Me Now. I like that one. Perfect.
All right, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. I mean, we need a break with all the fun things coming up. We just got done with the holiday weekend. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there is. Actually, you know what? There is one thing this weekend. So if you're into watching it, but Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather are doing a fight down in Miami. That's going to be on pay-per-view Sunday, which once again, I do not understand why we're doing it on Sunday, but sure, why not? I'm definitely not going to buy it. I'll probably find some way to steal it. But I think that is about the only kind of bigger event that's happening this weekend. So maybe it's a good weekend to, head out to Tybee or do a little quick road trip somewhere. But yeah, I don't think there's a whole ton going on this weekend, honestly. Obviously got loads of stuff coming up. We have the 20th anniversary show coming up on July 3rd. We're going to have chances for you guys to actually win tickets. We're actually going to do a couple events at Emperor's, which I know, worst job in the world. I have to go to Emperor's and broadcast live, but we're going to give away some tickets for our 20th anniversary show with Puddle of Mud out there. A couple times coming up later this month. Still waiting on the dates, exact dates and times, but we'll let you guys know when we're going to be out. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing with the whole Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight. I don't like either of the guys. Both of them, if they could just knock each other out, that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, the Pauls have been just a lightning rod of hate, and they're the best villains in the game right now. They're so good at trolling. So it would be very interesting to see Logan Paul get knocked out, and also just the opposite way. I mean, Floyd Mayweather is one of the best fighters ever. But also, Logan Paul is a much bigger man. I mean, he's like 6 inches taller. He's got like 30 pounds on him. So it's kind of interesting. Coming up on Marshall's Music News, we're going to talk about Bad Wolves. They've officially announced their new singer of the band. Tommy Vext was their lead singer for a while. He left the band because there were some assault allegations against him. So anyway, so he's out, and we have a new lead singer of Bad Wolves. They're working on a brand new album, which I think we're going to get this year. On top of that, Courtney Love actually is talking about Hole, her former band, and then Three Doors Down. They're doing a big 20th anniversary tour in celebration of their album, The Better Life. And they're going to be touring around here. We got a couple dates that you can go see. Three Doors Down. Seether is a part of a lot of those shows. So some pretty cool stuff coming up. Yeah, with my day, I got to do a bunch of work stuff after the show today. Continuing to work on the 20th anniversary show, getting that stuff lined up so our show is fun and exciting for all of you guys. And then also on top of that, I have to go buy my wife lunch and then deliver it to her. I'm a good husband. Wait, could it be possibly to have the ice cream cake party at Emperor's? Oh my God. I don't think anyone would have a bite of that cake. We'd obviously be ignoring it. But that's actually a really good question, Cam. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a great idea. But currently, I think technically, if everything still goes as planned, Technically, we're going to do ice cream cake party, I think, at the show. I think at the 20th anniversary show, but maybe not. We'll figure it out later. But timing-wise, it would be right around there. Yeah, The Better Life was a great album, Raven Dantes, 100%. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, but other than that, I don't think there's a ton going on this weekend with what's out there. I plan on hopefully we don't get hopefully we don't get all the rain it says we're supposed to get. I'd like to sit up on my pool for a couple hours at least this weekend. Get some sun. You know my white ass needs it. Can I vote no on that Emperor's cake? I don't know. Emperor's is pretty badass, though. They've actually remodeled a lot of their building. I mean, the place has gotten 100% better over the last few years, just in case you haven't been in a while. Plus, they're the sponsor of our VIP area at our show. Pretty exciting stuff. So I was looking at it. I think I have 4 or 5 shows I have to concerts I'm personally buying tickets to this fall. So I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling this fall for sure. Between Shaky Knees, Welcome to Rockville. I'm still waiting on Tenacious D tour dates. I was supposed to go see Tenacious D last year. I think it was last October in Jacksonville. They were doing a whole big political Democrat blue tour thingy. Whatever, I don't care. But I just wanted to see Tenacious D, and that show unfortunately got canceled. So yeah, I can't wait to get on the road and actually go see some live music again. See some great live music. The only thing I want moist is the cake that day. Oof. We're definitely going to have Mac, speaking of, at our cake day birthday party / Tim the Engineer Day party. Oof. What's everyone doing this weekend? Anything? I can't think of anything that I've got going on. What is everyone else doing? Anything fun? Exciting? Laundry? Just about that? We're coming up quick on the first story of Marshall's Music News. Kotter's still not back in here, so. Yep. I think we got less than 30 seconds is what I just heard. What? Segren. Seagren, I think. Sorry, guys. People are yelling at me.
So I went to use the restroom. The door was shut. I looked at our third favorite sales manager. I'm like, is it safe? And he's like,
oh, no.
No. So I was standing there talking to the sales manager. And then Stacy from Out 98.3 came down the hallway to go into the restroom. And Mike's like, don't do it.
Oh.
She went in.
Oh, she went in?
And then she came back out.
Oh.
So it was rough. Aaron had already visited.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep. Andrew, just the wife, no plans this weekend. Nice. Tony, so Mac will not enjoy our creamy, moist ice cream cake? No, I think she will. We're going to make Mac come to our ice cream cake party. She has to.
I think it's fair. All right, we got about 90 seconds. Wait, would it be possible to have the ice cream cake party at Emperor's? Ugh.
I'm not saying no to it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, we talked about possibly doing it at our 20th anniversary show, so maybe that's it. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But also, just in case it's a holiday weekend, I don't want to leave any Horde member out where, I don't know, maybe the following weekend? I'm not for sure. We'll figure that part out. I guess the following weekend I'm in Nashville. Once again, we'll figure that out.
Few trust problems.
Yeah. Tony is giving you permission to go pee and poop in her toilets.
Oh, yeah, she brought that up. Thank you.
All right, wrapping up the show today with our final 3 music news stories, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 a.m.
All right, guys, be right back. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Time for story number 1, Marshall's Music News.
So the Bad Wolves will be moving forward after their split with singer Tommy Vex from earlier this year, announcing just yesterday that Daniel DL Laskowicz will take over as the new lead singer of the band. Now, DL is best known for his stint as a guitarist for Akia Strain, I think is how you say it, between 2001 and 2013. But he's also worked with bands like All That Remains, Legion, and For the Fallen Dreams. The musician has also collaborated with Bad Wolves on their 2019 album, Nation, which was the start of their working relationship. So Bad Wolves went on to say, we're excited to officially announce the new singer, DL. DL is a tremendous songwriter and singer. We can confidently say that the album we are working on, entitled Dear Monsters, is the best Bad Wolves album to date. They went on to say, so much has happened since Tommy publicly quit Bad Wolves a few months ago, and we disagree with the validity of much of what he has said publicly about our parting ways. But we would prefer not to look back on the past and instead focus on this new chapter. They're currently recording their 3rd studio album, once again entitled Dear Monsters, and that's set to come out by the end of this year.
I'm happy for the guys getting a new lead singer because it's like, okay, Zombie was the song that put them on the map, but they backed it up with some other good stuff, and they really had this massive rise very quickly.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, it's over. The guys are done. We're never going to hear from them again. So this is good news.
This is great news coming from Bad Wolves.
All right, we got some Bad Wolves now. It's them and Diamante. Here's Hear Me Now. More Marshall's Music News coming up next. Kotter Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, coming up next, we're going to do a story on Courtney Love, and then we'll wrap up the show with 3 Doors Down. They have a big tour they're going to be doing, and we're going to talk about those guys.
They played that 4th of July show out at Fort Stewart.
They did a couple years ago. Yeah.
Super nice guys. Super, super nice.
Speaking of, I have some dates down, but there is one in Jacksonville. And I don't have it down here. Let me check it up real quick. Let's see. I swear to God, there was one in Jacksonville. Maybe there's not. Maybe I was right the entire time. Oh, no, I'm right. Daly's Place, October 14th.
Oh, cool.
All right, let me get rid of these. Perfect. Okay. All right, guys, 2 more breaks. Hope you guys are getting on with your days, or at least getting ready to get on with your day. Like I said, after the show, I got to... is it raining outside? It is raining.
It's been off and on.
Yeah, it's that crazy sunny rain, which it creeps everyone out.
Yesterday, I don't know if it was the weather, but there were 2 accidents out on like 95.
I heard there was a bad accident on 95 yesterday.
It took... we went into the mall and Barnes & Noble. To get home, it took us 45 minutes. For my wife to get from our house to Barks, which is right there by the 204, exit to taking the 94, normally takes 7 minutes to get there from my house. 35 minutes.
Wow.
The traffic on Ogeechee, I don't know how far it went in toward Richmond Hill backed up, but when I pulled out of Berwick, took the left on the Ogeechee, the traffic was backed up almost to that Waffle House, which is by 516. It was stupid.
Yeah, that's it's crazy stuff. What up? What up, Gavin and Braden?
All right, we got about 40 seconds.
Sunrise Against Daly's Place, pretty cool venue. Still prefer Jackrabbits for shows, though. Jackrabbits is fun, man.
I've never been.
Yeah, Daly's Place is great. I've been there twice now for AEW. Actually, I don't think I've been there for any other show.
Okay.
Yeah, just for AEW. Great venue.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Time for story number 2 of Marshall's Music News.
So there's been talk about a whole reunion since 2012 when Courtney Love joined Eric, Melissa, and Patty for a one-off performance at a documentary party. Now, Love, in a recent interview, all this time later, almost a decade later, says that she actually doesn't have any interest in a potential reunion. She was stated to saying, no, absolutely not, and the guys have got to get over it. She goes, our old manager, Peter Mensch, calls once a year to ask about a reunion. I go, hey, or he goes, hey, I'm just doing my thing. I do this every year with you and Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. And Courtney Love goes, I'm so honored to be in that company, but it's just not going to happen. Now, she actually says she's still good friends with Melissa. She goes, we're especially close, and we talk every day. But Eric is kind of off the grid now. I think he's in Japan, literally becoming a monk. She goes, I'm not even kidding. Melissa, Patty, and I think he's going to become a monk or something on that level. So
interesting.
There you go. It doesn't look like a whole reunion is going to be happening anytime soon, but I've heard through the grapevine that Courtney Love is working on some new music. She's crazy. I can say all sorts of crazy things about Courtney Love, but I love her band Hole. I mean, the band Hole is incredible. So I hope that she does release some new solo stuff in the future.
All right, we got one more story to go before we wrap up the show. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Please mention that I said the band Hole. I made sure I said that twice. So no stupid jokes from you guys. I'm the one who makes stupid jokes. I am the one who knocks. All right, one more story, and then we're wrapped for the day in commercials right now. Once again, guys, thanks for hanging around today. Tomorrow, Beer for Breakfast, Fire Away Friday. About last night, more Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. We do have a show, I think, that we're going to announce next week. I don't know the announce yet. I still haven't seen the details. Our third favorite sales manager has not shared anything with me yet. But there is a pretty big show that we're going to be announcing that is going to happen. It looks like this year.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
That we're going to be able to share details with you soon. Just can't do it yet. But it's another great reason to leave your house. Have a good one, Rhett. We'll talk to you tomorrow, bud.
See you, Rhett.
Thanks again for those patches, man. Does Mac play Hole on Bob? She does not. The band Hole?
It was delicious string cheese, too. So good.
Talking about holes while Connor stuffs his face with string cheese. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'll make it sexier next time. I promise.
I didn't think it was possible. I thought that was just as sexy as you got as a human being. All right. Oh. I can say that we have Green Day tickets.
Oh, yeah. Hella Mega Tour.
So Hella Mega Tour, Green Day, Fall Out Boy, Weezer. That's going to be Tuesday, July 27th. Hella Mega Tour is coming to Truist Park. Truist Park in Atlanta. So we're going to have tickets to give away for that show coming up here in the next few weeks, possibly next week.
Awesome.
Funny enough, I just got served a email from the Hard Rock in Orlando. I didn't realize they had my email address for Three Doors Down and Seether.
All right.
Which is our next story we're talking about. You think they would serve me the email to the Jacksonville dates, but obviously I'm not connected to that list.
Right. Only sexy when the vest comes out. It's too hot. Too hot for the vest.
I'm going to forward you this email that I just got from Aaron.
Okay.
We need to talk about this, and we need to talk about our final Torture Tuesday of the current season.
Right.
Charles says it's only sexy when the vest comes out. Ooh, that's a good point.
I know.
Maybe he'll eat some string cheese, no vest. Yeah, just vest, no shirt. I like that as well.
Do you? Things got weird in a good way.
That's just your opinion. All right. Coo, and coo. Yeah, I got obviously a lot of work to do for the 20th anniversary show. Really, really looking forward to it. Very excited about this thing. Taking care of a few things for it today. And then I got to reach out to my sign guy, who did not get back to me yesterday. Brad, the sign guy. Charles goes, you got to go vest, but with the green. Actually, he meant say green pants. He wrote boots, but definitely
the tights.
Definitely the tights. Yeah, it was a quality day that day. All right, guys, are we coming? We got one more song that we're going. Are we coming out of this break, Kotter?
No, we got one more song.
Okay. Yeah, so I think we have at least one show announcement next week, and I think we're going to have another one the week after that. So we got a couple shows coming to Savannah. And the thing is, I mean, the new Civic Center, I mean, hasn't even began yet, and we're getting some really cool shows. So we're, I mean, they're supposed to have their first show. Technically, the first show I heard is supposed to happen in December.
Where is the one we just heard about today happening? Or heard about recently?
Not there.
No, well, I know, not there.
It's happening somewhere else.
Okay.
Charles says delegate some of the work for that show. I would love to. Like I delegate pressure washing. Yeah, I think I may see if I can get someone to help me with like writer stuff. Maybe Nick, the front desk guy, will be kind enough to help me out with some writer stuff. Being that he's going to be, we have a guy that's going to be specifically a band guy that day, so he has to stand by, and if the bands need like an extra pack of cigarettes or new socks, he actually runs to the store and buys them.
Yeah,
like we want the pizza we want Marco's Pizza, or we want Stoner's Pizza. He just has to go get him a pizza.
Yeah,
that's kind of the deal.
So can we say, hey, Puddle of Mud wants this, but it's actually the stuff we want?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think so. Is the new Civic Center going to be a decent size to bring in bands? Yes, it is. I think the total size venue is going to be 11,000.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty hardy. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if you look at the conceptual drawings of the new building, it looks beautiful. I mean, the only thing that is not great about the new Civic Center is parking.
Everything
yeah.
anywhere in Savannah.
Parking is very limited when it comes to the new Civic Center area. I think there's only a certain amount of spots. So, and and the area they're putting it in, it's very interesting as well. A lot of people, I guess they tried to buy a lot of people out of their homes there. And a lot of people sold their homes to make room for the development. But a lot of people are like, no, we're keeping our house because we're going to use it as an Airbnb for all the shows you bring in.
That's good.
And all the hockey games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of people who are definitely going to be profiting from where they're putting this new arena. Will the new arena have metal detectors? Asking for a friend. Going to need protection on the West Styles. Probably. Leave it in your car. I'm more worried about how Savannah handles it. They charge all acts to play in the old one. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, the good thing is the group that's actually booking the new Civic Center is a group called the Oak Group, and they're a part of Live Nation. So we should be getting Live Nation shows coming through Savannah on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So not only will we be getting a hockey team, which will play 4 or 5 months out of the year, which is great. We have constant entertainment with the hockey team. Which I highly recommend anyone become a season ticket holder if you can handle it financially. It's going to be so much fun. But, I mean, we should be getting a good run of shows, hopefully a good mix of shows, everything from hip-hop to country to rock. Hopefully they do a good smattering of stuff over there.
All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. Final break here on your Thursday morning. We'll be right back. All right, good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Before we officially wrap things up for the day, one more time, we got Marshall's Music News.
So in celebration of the 20th anniversary of the multi-platinum debut album, The Better Life, Three Doors Down will head out on a massive U.S. tour this summer and into the fall, playing the record in full. Now, there's 42 dates to this show.
Damn.
An incredible amount of shows they plan on doing. They say, especially after last year, everyone has had... we're really looking forward to rocking out and celebrating with our fans this summer. It's hard to believe that it's been 20 years since the debut release of The Better Life. Now, there's 2 shows that are fairly close to us. October 9th, they're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia at the Cadence Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. And then on October 14th, they're going to be at Daly's Place in Jacksonville. So that's technically the closest place to us to go check out this tour. Now, they got a lot of opening bands, but on the Jacksonville show, Seether is going to be opening up.
That's awesome.
Great bill there for the October 14th show.
All right, so coming up on the show tomorrow, Fire Away Friday, your chance to pick a song. We'll have those posted later on tonight on the Kotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. Also, beer for breakfast. We just don't know who's going to be joining us yet.
Yeah, we had someone drop out. So we're going to figure that out before, you know what? I guarantee before 2 p.m. today.
Oh.
I guarantee we'll have a guest.
That's a big promise.
I know. I probably not. It's a guaranteed to fail before 2 p.m.
It's kind of the motto of the show.
Nice.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It is Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Andrew, go to SavannahProHockey.com. It's a ECHL hockey team making their home right here in Savannah. They're going to start playing October of next year. So October of 2022 is when our new hockey team begins. And I think they're going to announce the name, I think, here in the next 2 months or so. All right, guys, you heard what Kotter said. Big show tomorrow. We'll see you then, 6 a.m.